That is the original motivation, huh?
Be a little bit pissed off at what had happened and at him. And then
Oh,
other
good
turns out,
times.
and Shalfeld knows Primordial.
Yeah. That was kind of how we became friends, actually.
Basically.
We were like, oh, I think we're gonna die in here.
Oh, goodness.
And speaking of Merlin, Shalfeld, do you want to go ahead and make me an Arcana roll for your tutorage while you're here? And then we can get started.
Character sheet, go tell me it didn't. Here's on me. It's really fun.
Okay.
Good start.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
There's
So, last week we started with you guys opening the final of the 3 god doors in the back of Merlin's place. And you managed to come up with a combination of items that you had on you to satisfy each of the 5 criteria for the Ouija's door. And at first, Dadia, Shelfel, and Jonah were all basically sucked inside the door and taken to the place where Ouija's was being kept captive. Inside, there were a bunch of tombs and some pedestals and some riddles that you guys needed to figure out. It was a little bit of a slow process. The first one not going so well, but the rest of them going a lot better with the addition of other dove to the room to see out the rest, enough of the riddles anyway, that you guys technically succeeded. You released Ouija's from the prison in general.
Yay.
And she gave you all at least a buff of some kind. So you all have your new ability to play with. And you guys were free to leave after that. You talked a bit more with Other Dove. So that, and she told you a little bit about her family and like her family name so that you could use it in case her aunt ever turns up again. And she also let you know that what Elia was doing in terms of being like the becoming the living lich or the ascension she's undergoing is related to the demons that
The fact that I can
Other
barely remember
Dove
some of this
was
stuff.
locked into a war against when she
This is very needed.
sort of quote unquote died, since she is technically still around. But that was what she knew about, and she told you about the relationship between that. After that, you guys came back to the right place, the real plane or whatever. Got a few books to take with you, and you all agreed to do some training here with Merlin. 3 of you have trained your resistances a bit, and Shalfal has been getting some tutoring in the arcane from Merlin. And you guys have you've trained a few times before now, and you're starting to feel like you're getting to that point. There's no more instant payoffs. Like, you're putting in all of the effort and you're just getting a little bit less out of it than always. So whilst you all have trained and you've spent like a good few hours here, it's more like you've made progress to the next upgrade rather than
Getting one.
actually getting one. Yeah. So just know I have your results noted, and that is being worked on. It is not being ignored. So that would have taken basically the rest of the day yesterday, and the question I have before we start is, where would you guys would want to have spent the night? Would you have stayed here, or would you have gone back to Mist Harbor? Or
This
gone
is
somewhere
me talking
completely
at a normal level.
Where will you be
I'm talking
sleeping?
a little bit louder, but then this is my normal amount. That's 100% up to you guys, since I'll just be sentry wherever we go.
I mean,
I'll come down
sleepover
and
at
sleep with us
Merlin's?
even, she don't care.
I don't know if we had anywhere else necessarily, like, besides the usual tavern stuff, but if we're just gonna hang around.
I mean, if you go back to Mist Harbor's place, you have
Yeah, you have.
Jonah's house.
You guys
At
have
least.
Jonah's house.
Yeah, at least most of you do.
I got kicked out, so. Hold on.
I mean, if we can stay here.
Merlin will be okay with you staying here. That is not a problem, and he will conjure up some beds. Muriel, however,
Oh.
is going to, once you guys sort of agree on that and Merlin says okay, Muriel will volunteer to go back into the other room to sleep.
Oh. Sorry, little one.
But he'll sort of, as he's saying it to you, he's going to
increased
very
my volume, is
nervously
that
look
okay?
at Merlin and be very vague. So he's sort of like, just, because of, you know, sort of stuff. Like, he doesn't want to come out and say it, because
Right.
he can tell how much magic is coming from Merlin. And that doesn't really mix well with his existence.
No.
So he's going to voluntarily go into the back room.
Yep.
Just for reference.
You hear zero difference?
So very funny. I was muted,
Bruh.
but I
Oh.
was saying things at the exact perfect timing that people were responding. That I thought they were responding to me.
That's
Nope.
So it took me a moment.
Oh, I saw you muted and I thought you were maybe just talking to your chat.
Nope.
So I didn't think
Nope.
about
I'm just
saying-
losing my mind.
Oh no.
So yes, I would have. I did bring up Nuriel as well, and I was like, should we head back and just go there? I was like, we could always stay at the house, and then
Crickets?
you're like, oh yeah, there's always Jonah's house.
Sorry for the
And
sound.
then Joe was
If I
like, oh,
bring
I'd have
it
to stay outside. Like,
closer?
yeah, and I mean, Dove would have to be outside, it'd be fine.
that better?
And they were like, oh, we could always stay at we'd see if Merlin would stay.
my
Like,
headphones. I have to literally
Anyway,
stay leaning back because these
oh,
headphones have like the smallest like 2-foot cord.
so
It's
So
trash.
Merlin's, yeah.
Is this any better?
everyone
no one-
okay at
No
staying
one's
in the
audio is
house.
peaking.
yep.
No crunchy bits. Yeah, I'm down with
What
that.
you mean?
Cool.
You can hear the music okay?
In
Because
that
that
case,
should just be like background.
We will jump to the next morning.
Yay!
You're
I'm no longer exhausted.
No
Yeah,
longer
true. You've been
exhausted.
trying to get rid of that for a hot minute.
True.
Folks, I think I messed up.
Hmm?
Did I make a pact with a fae again?
How do you mean?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, whoa.
Okay.
Wait.
All right, Jonah. I see.
I was
how
kind
it
of,
is.
I was kind of half asleep the whole time. So yeah.
Well, more like if you hear any like fuzziness or like that crackling, none of the voices are doing that. Then that's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have the afternoon to take Nuriel back. It's still a bit of a walk, I guess, since we don't have Alabaster again.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah, all you know about where you're taking him is you need to take him to like the cliffside on the east of town,
hmm
the east of the city.
Shouldn't be that far of a walk.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
We've
It's not that
definitely
long.
traveled further before, in so many ways.
Very
Turn
true.
the others down. Okay.
All right.
Excuse me.
Boop.
We shall wake up the child and
Boop.
proceed on our next adventure.
Boop.
How are you waking
This
him?
is really annoying.
I shall yell across the room.
Yeah.
I've
Smart.
learned my lesson. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you yell out, and Muriel's going to kind of like. It
turn them down.
rolls over, and you hear just this book
By, like, a
slide and thud.
Bit.
And he like pokes his head up, and he can't quite see you over the through like the bookshelves or whatever. And so you just see him pull himself. It's like as little movement as he can get until he's finally like just peeking around it enough to see you, Dadia. And he's like rubbing his eyes, looking at you with one eye closed. Alrighty.
Yep, gotta get moving soon.
Oh, it's so early.
That's just because of weird time zones. It'll be fine.
Stand up, you'll hear some more books slide and thud. And you'll start heading back to this room.
I like to imagine there's 3 different time zones spanning our entire map.
Wow. There's no way we've been crossing 3 different time zones by foot
no,
or by
'cause-
horse.
Well, no, because you got the left continent, which is on one time zone. You got the whole middle area, which is water and a couple big
True.
areas. That is a time zone. You got the whole right continent, which is a time zone, right?
I mean, technically,
If like,
it's probably
if our
big enough
audio's
that
like
there
coming
could
out
be.
clearly, like well enough,
but
and you can
from
like
my
hear everybody,
sanity, there's not.
then I'm okay with
I guess
that.
it doesn't matter. There's no sun anyway.
Everybody sounds like they're at
Yeah.
like 10% volume because these
Yeah, that's
headphones.
crazy, yeah.
That's why I was like, I have no idea
Shoot,
if
time zones
anyone's
aren't a
coming
thing
or
anymore. I
going.
forgot.
Yeah, there's no more daylight
But
savings
if you
time
can
'cause
hear
the
everybody
sun's just
okay
gone.
and you can hear the music, then
Yeah.
I'll take it. I gotta buy new headphones. This is trash.
And so Muriel is awake and
All right.
Morning.
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 Hopefully,
Get over.
So,
this was a fun experience for you.
which
Shut
part?
that over.
Oh. Shafa, you should eat breakfast.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. We now turn
Oh,
to the
snap.
Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
we'll,
Cardinal.
We'll
Hey,
figure something out on our way out of Mist Harbor. All right. Everybody good to go?
I think so.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Have enough books that no one will use. Or freed all gods from every door. Perfect.
Hey, I
Okay.
started reading
My
my book.
headphones
Thank you
broke,
very much.
so my audio. I just had my friend check all my audio bits.
It's,
I was
On
I was
top of
being
it, like,
genuine. I don't know
Everyone's
why.
volume is like so crazy low because these stupid
I
things.
don't know why you all think I'm joking all the time.
Were there jokes being cracked?
probably.
They weren't very funny then.
Oh.
Got killed by a child, Jonah. All right.
Anyway, onward.
Yep. Merlin,
I was just watching,
Mer-
like, what? What just happened?
Merlin, thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries.
Audio should be fine now after my friend checked it. So it
Oh,
should
you
be
guys get up
okay.
early.
Do we?
No. You know how it is. We're basically just adventurers at this point. We gotta make our money somehow,
Vigilantes,
And we're on a time.
adventures, whichever.
and we're on a time limit.
Alright,
Not true.
well, good luck. And I will let you know if I come up with anything about Elia.
Yep. Appreciate it. You too.
That's definitely greatly appreciated. Stupid fucking.
Yes. Thank you so much for everything. including the advice. Should we? I mean, if the next time we come over,
How are you
do we
doing,
need a
Zoe?
signal or something?
Oh yeah, you mentioned.
Or should
that.
we warn you in advance? Or
Yeah, is there a way to knock proverbially through a teleporting circle?
Well, probably not. Just if the circle doesn't work for whatever reason, that's probably a good sign to not come in.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
And if you're worried about anything, just a quick sending or a message, or I'll be able to explain it.
Mm.
Noted. We will
Duly
respect your
noted.
privacy.
we?
I wonder if I could like make something to cast sending for us. Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted again. All right,
We need to get you to a
Like-
forge soon.
A
I know.
Stone.
Yes,
A
but
sending stone.
yes,
You
but those are like
mean-
only between two specific stones. I'm thinking of something I could use to send to anybody, like a telesending device.
That uses phonic transmissions.
See, Jonah's onto something here.
A tele something. Yes.
It'd be telesending.
Yes, that's the one.
No, a telesending tablet. That's what it would be called.
This is beautiful.
Perfect. Okay, maybe Balakar already has some of those. If you figure it out without magic.
Maybe.
Does have a bunch of
Oh, great gift. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of anti-magic, we also need to get something to stop people from spying on us.
Oh yeah, we need some privacy.
I shall put thought into
Right.
that.
Well, we can always buy some of those, or maybe
True.
Malakar has some tricks up his sleeves.
Very true.
We did say we would somehow find a way to talk to him about Elia in the first place, so maybe we can, like we mentioned, use the, enemy of an enemy as a friend kind of thing.
good angle.
Or however
Yeah,
that
good at
phrase
this game.
goes. Yeah.
He might already know.
Maybe. I don't know how well adversed he is in the now news.
Well, we'll see when we get there.
Oh boy.
Can everyone do me a quick insight check, please?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What would
I don't often
Marako
be asked
pick?
for insight.
I have advantage.
Oh.
I did not mean to roll GM. I got a 12 and a 16.
Insight.
Ooh, I like your green.
Is that a thing we forgot?
So,
Hmm?
Jonah and Dove,
Yes.
as you guys are talking, and you're sort of discussing Malakar and these last little bits that you want to talk to him about, Muriel's doing that thing where he's like looking between each of you, and it's like he's got something to say, but he keeps kind of nervously glancing at Merlin as well. So you two can tell he has something to say, but he doesn't want to say it right now.
True.
All right. Yes. Speaking of, we need to get this boy back to his guardians. Let us go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh. I'm gonna approach and like put my hand on his back to kind of like coax him to. We're gonna go this way, but I'm also gonna talk to you. I'm still slightly nervous being next to this child.
You'll be fine.
Everyone is apparently. I fell over when he appeared.
It's the anti-magic. All
You'll
right.
be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, that you guys reappear in Mist Harbor,
Hello.
in the little side alley that you drew the circle in.
Do we still hear this?
Yep.
Yes. This
Yep.
goddamn song in repeat.
It's on
Pretty
loop.
much.
Oh my.
Never bad.
Somebody's found the 10-hour version on YouTube.
Whoa, there's so many Aspasias. Oh my lord. Johnny
What
Brother
is happening?
multiplied.
I don't think bothered pulling out the other token.
Oh.
So yeah, they're just like, there.
Okay.
Oh, they're just looking exactly, but they have a different name.
Yeah, I don't think
Different
bothered
names.
moving like her token out to copy and paste only some of them.
Oh,
And delete hers.
Can I say by this point I managed to have two. No, well, we already have the song in the library, I guess, but to write down the lyrics of Elia's song,
Sure,
to memorize them by this point of hearing it for the 400th time in a row. Okay, perfect.
That's
Um,
fair.
I didn't actually ever give you guys the full lyrics, but
I think you gave us.
I gave you the one for the thing.
Oh, right.
So you go.
Nice.
So yeah.
Give us solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna kneel down to Nerio. Put. I'm trying, without being able to convey any of this, to seem approachable.
Casually approached child.
Yeah, the direct face to face with the impassive wall of metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. He, he doesn't seem too phased
That's-
by your kneeling in front of him.
Oh, good. I will place a hand on his shoulders, gently if I can, and we'll just be like, it looks like there was something that you needed to say. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, no, it's okay. It's just I didn't really know what to say around him. Like, I wasn't quite sure if he was completely safe.
What would make
No,
you think
I was
he's
just-
not safe?
It's just you guys seem to be a bit of an exception to how I'm normally treated. Apart from you guys and Malakar, everyone else has been pretty mean about my situation. So
That's fair.
it's hard for me to trust people, and he was very, very magical, and those tend to be the scariest. But it's fine. It's more just what you were saying about Malakar. I might have some of the answers to the questions.
Oh,
Um,
convenient.
you want to be able to speak to Malakar, that's fine. That you'll be able to do that easily. But I should warn you, the people coming to collect me, they are. You'll have to stand back. You know. You'll understand later.
Are you
Just
safe?
don't get too close.
with
Oh,
Yes.
are they those
Oh.
guardian things?
Yes, and they have.
The robots?
Oh,
Yes.
they made us. So
I'm just
sick.
gonna stare at you through and being like, robots? What?
They're kind of like Warforged, but definitely not.
Oh yeah, there's no soul there.
They're
They
constructs that we make, and they all have an anti-magic property about them.
Hence the standing
So-
back.
Yes. So, just as a warning to that, but you can communicate with Malkar through them. Providing he's around. If he's busy, it won't work, but
Fair enough.
you'll at least be able to do that when they get here.
That's. I'm thankful that you warned us about that.
So,
Yeah, I nearly forgot, but obviously then when you were saying about it, I remembered, and I thought, well, I'll wait till we're away from him.
Ah, that's why.
and by the way, for these constructs, you don't have any Warforged like dove where you come from? That constructs with people in them.
No, no, no. They're all purely mechanical.
So it's not possible to have them without magic.
Probably not.
Hmm.
It would be interesting. You'd have to find some way of capturing the soul that wasn't a magical based thing. And he gets this kind of look in his eyes that's very similar to Dadia when he has like a forging project in mind.
He's thinking.
Muriel's
Oh.
he's in like an inspiration mode. Well, you can see he's like now puzzling over this problem.
And he's what, 8 years old?
Yep, 8 or 9.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
damn.
Smart
Start
kid.
him young.
He did tell you he helps Malakar design the robots.
He looks like
So-
an 8-year-old, but his brain is not. I'm curious to see these constructs when they show up then.
Excuse me. All right.
Well, DM, do I know how far this spot is?
It's not super far. Like,
It's like an hour.
probably not even that.
No,
Um,
so we have time.
yeah, like you're on the Misonda's already pretty much on the east coast, so you're kind of going out and just heading a little bit away from the city. It's far enough that you can't be seen easily, but it's close enough that it's fairly easy to get to.
Well, yes. Sometimes we would go out there and jump in the sea. Well, not from very high up, but still a decent spot. How? I'm guessing they have a boat then to pick you up.
No, they walk.
Oh. Oh, and they use a portal after that?
No,
You walk all the way back?
together. Yeah, they carry me.
That is good, but that does sound very
Ow.
arduous.
It's impressive.
Is it? They're robots. They don't need to breathe.
Well, for you, for having to be carried for that long and stay, I guess, conscious, but I guess if they're carrying you, you can relax, huh?
Yeah, and they have a little tube that helps me breathe. So I just be carried all the way.
Fair enough.
We're going to carry you underwater across the sea?
I guess that's, yeah,
Oh.
no reason
Honestly,
for them
sounds
to
like
do
fun.
anything else, yeah.
They don't get tired. It doesn't take too long.
We had a fun adventure to the sea recently.
That was certainly unique.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Eaten by a giant kraken-like creature.
It's the Fathom Feeder.
Good times.
That sounds spooky.
Oh yeah, you should. We had to crawl all the way through its guts and out the other end.
He's gonna as if tracing the journey, in through the mouth, down,
Mhm.
and then eyes just go wide.
Yeah.
Ew.
Uh huh.
Cracking
Oh.
butt. You're all cracking butts.
Oh, good kid. Speaking of the Fathom Feeder, hey Jonah,
No.
Can I borrow the sword?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Well,
What did you think I was gonna say?
Brainworm.
yeah, but the
Brainworm.
brainworm.
No, okay. No, it would have been funny, but no.
but yes, not what I expected. You need the sword for what you need. Do you need to attune to it?
I will need to. But yes.
Sure. I'll take it off and head it over to him. Right now, it's a short sword, but it can change.
Ooh, perfect.
Oh, that's true. You broke your. Yes, I forgot.
Oh.
You're not going to break this one, are you?
If this thing breaks, I will be impressed. Like,
Be an achievement.
oof, honestly, true. Holy cow.
Holy cow! Because anyway, here's the sword.
Thank you. Alright.
I forgot just how long the details of what that sword could do.
I know. I would just reread. I was attempting to reread it. I'll get back to this in a moment. For now. Anyway, yeah. So, all right. Shall we get moving?
Yeah, I
Great
We
sword.
have
Yes, we
nothing
can
that
always
need to do right now.
wait at the spot. So you said, Nuriel, we need to stay back, but do we need to hide also?
No, you should be okay. And you can hide if you want to, but if you want to talk to Malakar, you're going to have to come out anyway.
This makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Well, let's go. This song is getting on my nerves.
If I had nerves,
Honestly,
I'd probably
fair.
agree.
Okay.
Oh.
And so you guys are heading out of town. And
Holy cow! That's a +9 to hit. What the?
For you, yeah. I mean, it's a +3, but with you, I guess it's even more.
is this?
Yeah, it bumps me up to +3. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, the Deities voice was sticking that time.
Just are all of you guys fully healed on your character sheets? Just your tokens are not.
Yeah, it says that I'm
Mine-
fully.
Mine is.
Just want to double check for any combats may or may not happen.
Oh, we're walking again. I forgot. Damn it! So I can't do that.
I think I'm doing this right. Okay. Oh, this is a nice area. I could see why you'd go and have beach days periodically.
Still a bit windy, but yes, it's nice.
And windy.
Fucking windy.
That's my favorite.
Only bad.
Well, it's funny. I wanted to show you this spot. I didn't know it would be in these circumstances.
Oh, we go with the flow, I guess.
They should be here soon, so we'll make sure you're far enough away.
Okay. Well, Nuriel, I guess this is goodbye.
No, we're going with him.
You don't want to just speak to Malakar through the constructs?
remember Nuriel had said that he might be able to help us get to the city to the east very rapidly with the whenever he
To
left
save time, you're correct.
to save time. Yes.
If they're walking the whole time, though, they aren't even
Means,
teleporting. Remember?
It's not like we have access to any boats or anything to begin with.
True. How did you guys get out of that place? Did you not teleport out?
Out of
The last time you guys had gone to see, or I guess I don't even know how you guys got to Malachar, but however you guys were there, how did you get back?
they did have teleport
Oh,
circles there.
Yes, we used the portal. I mean, we walked a bit to another portal outside of the city, and they left us take it.
But Nuriel had mentioned that one of the places we could go to fulfill our goal with the goddess Ayun was quite legitimately on the path towards where they were taking him anyway. So, just be able to drop us off.
Just tie a rope to your feet and they can pull you along.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I think walking alongside until we need to leave, I guess, is the option, yeah.
Will we still be able to talk?
If nothing else, I can always use my telepathy thing, and we'll be fine.
You're not incorrect.
How did you get out of the Phantom Peter's butt if you were underwater?
Well, we
Oh, we
had...
have magical things.
Yeah, we did have, breathing necklaces, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think we all got water breathing stuff. Thanks.
Ah, right. I don't have mine anymore.
I'll
You
just...
gave
Oh,
yours,
yeah, you
Nadia,
gave
yes.
I'm going
Yeah, I
to
can-
take mine and hand it to Daydeer, and I'm like, I don't need
Oh!
this.
Haha!
Oh, that's
Convenient.
right. It was there.
I'm literally holding spare items sometimes.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to prod you guys in that direction because I was worrying you wouldn't figure that out.
Yeah,
No, I
we
mean,
got that.
But I said, okay.
All right. It has been re-added to my inventory.
Good.
Okay.
I'm glad that came of use then.
So as you guys are talking and like Muriel stood where he is and he's like looking back and you guys are swapping the amulet over and whatnot. There is a sudden appearance just behind Muriel. Appearing out of seemingly nowhere. Is okay, so you can.
Who's that?
There's a
Wait.
chaos seeker.
Hello?
we don't know that one.
No, they're fine. Maybe.
No,
We got
I
close
take
to it.
Oh.
I take a step
Oh,
forward.
hold up. One sec.
No, we never seen.
We were told that they were going to be picked up by a construct.
Okay.
I
You
have to
were
see
told
some
they would be
ID.
found.
That is true.
You were told that they were constructs coming from them.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but not chaos
You
seekers.
did get a heads up. Not chaos
Um,
secrets, but yeah.
As this one appears, gonna look, and is looking at Muriel at first, and then like sort of surprised, like looks at the rest of you, but it's like their head moves a little bit faster, not expecting to see you there, and you sort of clear the throat. Muriel, come with us, please. It's time to go. And Muriel's gonna turn around and like step back. Who?
Oh,
You?
hand on sword.
I step forward.
We
Muriel, please. Malkar has sent for you, and it's urgent. We need to go sooner. No,
He was
please.
supposed to be picked up by
Where's-
someone different. However,
Yes.
Specific
who are you?
instructions.
That's not important. He needs to come back sooner than what the constructs can take him back.
Careful,
If
Shafel.
they- It's going to take them days to get back with him. He needs to be back sooner, so Melkor has sent me to come and pick him up.
I'll look down
Yeah,
at
but-
Nuriel.
How are
Do
you
know-
faster than these automaton things? And then these robots?
I
Or
can
whatever they are.
teleport. They cannot because of the anti-magic aura they give off. But as long as Nuriel controls his, I can teleport with him and get him back sooner.
Nuriel.
Dev, can I have another insight check on for Nuriel, please?
Mhm.
Yes. Foop. Ah, you would roll a 5 right now.
His brows furrowed, and you can sort of tell that he's leaning into believing the story.
I'm gonna
Um,
put my hand in front of him.
Yeah, can I do an Arcana check on him real quick? See if there's anything going on with him that's funky. I know he's gonna be probably jazzing with magic, but
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so you won't be able to do an Arcana check on him. He's containing his aura, but he himself is not. He is the only non-magical thing here, entirely. Also, that's an unfortunate nat one.
Yes.
Right.
yes, it was.
Can I insight check this person?
Based on what?
Are they being, like, with their tone of voice, are they being, like, how truthful do they sound, for one?
Mhm.
And is it, because it almost sounds like they're desperate to get Nerio to follow them based on your tone of voice, but I want to confirm if that's, like, just the way you're voicing them, or if that's actually what you're trying to get through. So,
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and roll insight.
cool beans. One moment. Oh, my lord.
Yeah, so, again, the story sounds plausible,
Squeak indeed.
and
Sorry,
yes,
I-
they do sound desperate to get him back. But what they've told you also would make sense for that. You know?
Okay, well, what if, because I don't think any of us trust you, no offense, what if we go with you? Because the last thing I feel any of us want to do is to hand this child over to someone who may not be who they're saying. they
Malachar.
are. Yes.
No, that's not going to be possible. I'm not teleporting you directly into Malachar's base. I don't even know who
We've-
any of you are.
We've been there before, actually.
We've already done
Oh.
it before.
He knows. He knows who we are.
Why don't you send a message to him to confirm this?
We can't. If you really knew Malachar, you'd understand that that's not possible.
She, they aren't wrong.
Can you not?
Can I try to
Who are you?
sneakily? Can I try to sneakily light the
Wait.
candle of truth? By the way, behind Sheltel's
You
back.
still over here.
No.
I was gonna say, let me get that helmet on, but yeah, no, that's better.
You're not going to be able to light it secretly.
Oh,
just
That-
lighting
Sheltel's
one
not
on.
that big. There's going to be
can-
suspicious you doing any motions like that behind her.
oh, can I just do it out in the open then?
You could just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it out in the open. That's not a problem.
Oh, cool. Yeah, go for it. How's that thing working? Again? If she questions it, I'll be like, oh, it's a personal ritual. Don't worry.
I like to talk by candlelight.
What's the range on it?
30 feet have disadvantage on the saving throw and are not aware of the spell's effects. Creature in the further 30 feet dim glow and only recognize the spell effect if they fail.
Okay, so she is within 30 feet,
Yes.
so she's in the bright glow.
So zone of truth, and I assume that's going to be my DC.
Yes.
I should really have somebody else carry this. Which is 14, and she has disadvantage because she's within that distance.
Okay, and that's going to balance out because she has advantage herself.
Fair.
But that's still at 13, so she still fits.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
She is going to see the candle though, and she's going to draw a spear from her holster.
Whoa,
What are you
I
doing?
put my bolt.
Getting ready to ask some questions. So
What is that?
It's a candle. So you were sent to pick up
No.
Muriel by Malakar
Why have you lit a candle?
because
In
I want to
the
make sure you tell
morning?
them the truth about picking up Muriel.
So that candle forces people to tell the truth.
Potentially,
Yes.
if I believe it does, and I tend to believe it does. Every time I've lit this candle, I'm going to look over towards Jonah. It has people have clearly told me the truth, right?
Yes.
See,
She's going to back away, assuming, not knowing the aura, she's just going to back away and hope that she's out of it.
good job. So you are here to pick up Muriel
Yes.
for
I'm not going to
Malakar.
answer any more questions
Uh,
under these conditions.
Are you doing this at the request of Malakar? If you say yes, then I have nothing else to say here.
I am not going to answer any more questions. You do not trust me. Therefore, I have no reason to trust you. If you were someone who's been to Malakar's base, then you would not need to be so suspicious of me.
We have reasons.
And at this point, you are now withholding the child.
Hey, Muriel, do you want to go with her?
Snipe him, indeed.
I didn't use the candle on him, by the way, so...
This is.
If Malakar needs me, then I feel like I should go, right?
You don't know her?
No, but those cloaks are designed so that their identities are hidden.
But do you know people who are in these cloaks?
Well, yeah, they're the fanatics who worship Malakar, and by extension, me, I guess.
I mean, even we have a handful of these cloaks.
We found them.
That's
I'll look over at Daydare.
All right. This is. We don't want anything to escalate more, so I know this is a bit weird, but she was here at the right time in the right place,
She knew about the
And-
constructs.
and she knew. Yes, so
But
if Muriel wants to go with her, it's either that
Sure.
or we just keep him with us. So
Jonah, I don't feel okay handing this child over to a stranger.
me neither. But whoever
I'd
was
rather
going
deal
to
with this man.
whoever was going to present in front of us, we wouldn't know them, so it's just a change of. It's not really
I
a change of
think we can
plans.
solve this, actually. I have a teleportation circle to Malakar's place. Any reason we can't all just go together, teleportation-wise, sir?
Oh.
well,
Mhm.
again, I don't want to take you with us.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We didn't even answer your question. I'm Daydeer. This is Shalfel, Dove, and Jonah. We accidentally ended up at Malakar's a while back, which is why we have been there before and met him, and why Shalfel has a copy of one of his circles.
So it was an accident.
Yes.
More or less.
That's also how we became acquainted with Nurio to begin with.
So then how do I know that can be trusted?
I mean, you can ask the kid if you want to.
Well, Muriel, I trust them. But that doesn't help, does it? You're still withholding him and not letting him come back.
It was only out of safety, since we were expecting constructs. It has nothing to do with whether or not who you are necessarily. It was just the fact that there's a different person who's picking him up.
And I explained that. And right now you're wasting time. So please, send the child over.
Are we still telepathically linked?
I haven't even started it at this
Yeah,
point.
not yet. No.
After a long rest, so no.
I was just curious
um,
if we'd done it yet.
Good God, why are you Chaos Seekers always such a suspicious bunch? You make yourself sound so suspicious.
Can I throw my little helmet on? I'm gonna just not be subtle about it at all.
Oh gosh.
Lord.
Well,
Oh god.
we could.
You can, but yeah, you're not going to be able to do it subtly. So,
Well, if we have our own teleportation circle, why don't we just follow suit?
I mean, I think
It's
Malakar
not going
mentioned
to
about
work.
Malakar also mentioned them updating security after we were there last time.
Yes, we
So-
can just walk there now,
That's fair.
so it's not going to work.
Uh,
Oh, we're doing telepathy first.
Nuriel, is there
So-
any way that you can? I don't know. I mean, this is very hard. We just want to make sure you're safe.
But if Malakar needs me, this is the quickest way to get me back. So
all right.
it
Yeah.
does make sense.
You
If-
feel safe. I guess.
If you go with them and they try anything, you let that aura go. All right.
Got it.
You mess them up, and then kick them a few times.
You're strong, and you have us behind you. Okay.
Okay. Sheffield, are you putting the helmet on while this is happening?
Putting the candle out, by the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
Okay. So. Oh, continue, Dev. What are you doing? Because that might change what I'm about to say.
Well, I'm gonna pat Nuriel on the back instead of like blocking him from moving forward. I guess.
Okay, so you're like letting him go forward now, like, and almost encouraging him, sort of.
Yeah, I'm like no longer hindering him after we said, that we'll be around or if something happens kind of thing.
Okay. As soon as Neo then starts heading forward, you can see that this Chaos Seeker had like tightened her grip on the spear in response to Xiaofao putting the helmet on, and was like clearly, getting ready. But seeing Muriel advance, she relaxes a little bit and is going to turn her attention to Muriel. So Xiaofao, you get surface spots, right? Put it naturally.
Yeah, I
I
think
hate that I have to look this up every time.
I think it's like surface thoughts naturally, and then like I gotta
Shoot him.
roll if I want to dig deeper.
Shoot him in the
Always
back.
feel it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get the surface spots of, good. I didn't want that to escalate. As Muriel starts heading closer.
I'll dig
So
a
what-
little bit.
So what's happening that Malakar needs Nuriel back so urgently?
He's caught wind of what's happened here in Mist Harbor,
That's fair.
and he needs to make some adjustments to take care of it.
Is he going to help?
He's going to do what he thinks he needs to.
If he finds a way to get rid of Elia, then we would be happy to help with that particular part.
Who will contribute there?
We were actually hoping to speak with him because we have a lead on the one who caused this whole mess. We want his very anti-magical advice.
I will pass that message along to him when I get back. And if he wishes to speak to you, he will make it happen.
Okay.
Come, Muriel. We have a lot to discuss. And she's going to put the other hand, so she's got a spear in one hand, and put her other hand on Muriel's shoulder. And he's going to sort of like, as he gets closer, he like looks back over his shoulder, and he's doing that thing where like, yes, you can tell he's a little bit kind of nervous about this, but he gives you like a soft wave.
Remember what I said?
I'll wave back.
And yeah, they will boop. Whoosh away.
That felt so incorrect.
I felt wrong.
Did you get anything, Charfael?
That's that they didn't want it to escalate.
So, which is
is
weird
absurd.
for a Chaos Seeker, isn't it?
True.
Not wanting things to
True.
escalate. Which
I also don't see a Chaos Seeker being trusted with a child. No, in hindsight.
definitely not. So she's probably part of the ones that actually are close to Marakar. More reasonable.
I
Definitely
guess.
seems as if she was less interested in fighting.
Very cognizant.
Well, that does kind of hinder our ideas to get closer to our next place via this trip. And you can't use that teleportation, or you're just afraid that it might catch us?
So, I was
incorrectly?
just remembering that they said they would update their security on the teleportation circles.
Specifically for us, so I don't think we can use it.
Not for us, but because of us.
Well, yes, but it's the same. We pretty sure they locked us away.
You guys got locked away? Oh, yeah. I remember you mentioning
Oh
that.
yeah, you were out for that one.
I-
It's a good thing you weren't there, Dove.
I guess so.
It was lame.
Well, that
Here.
kind of
Being in
puts a
sickness
damper on
prison.
things.
Yep. Let's pull up the map and see what we have to deal with here.
Yes, it's all right. I mean, she was here at the rendezvous. She's a Chaos Seeker. She knows who Nuriel is, so we probably made the right decision, I think. I mean, the alternative would have been to fight her, and
Potentially get on Malakar's bad side and Nuriel's.
yes,
Yeah.
And put
Okay.
everybody in danger.
but he knows about Elia, so if Nuriel puts out a good word for us, we might be able to get something out of him too.
That would be good.
Anyways,
So just before you start talking about the map, can I get everyone's passive perceptions, please?
15 for me.
And
I'm at 11.
13.
Okay, 10, 11,
He's
13.
at 30. I'm like, dang. Be enlightened.
Okay, you may continue.
Okay.
No, no, we may not.
all right.
Everybody looks at the map.
Everything's
It's fine.
hunky dory.
Oh, if there is like a couple of constricts that are like, where the fuck is Nuriel?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
That would be so funny.
No, it's just
yeah.
the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Oh, I bet we're being. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
My dog.
No. We're probably just being scryed on again. It's fine by those little green birds that we know nothing about.
What
Um.
else is new? The little dudes. Three eyes.
Theory.
All right. So, unless any of you know how to make and sail a boat, we are half stuck here in Mist Harbor. We could
Can't we just go back to Merlin's?
go to Merlin, but we can't pass through Scorchrun or Aerocall.
Where was you wanted to see if Iron could help us, right? You said
Yeah.
there was one up north
Yep. There
and
was.
one.
I think it was Aetherholm.
Mm-hmm. So here? Here you saying?
Scrolling through all my stuff.
Can't you remember what? Can't you remember what the goddess said to you just yesterday?
It's been a long evening, and I spent too much time reading, which has jumbled up my brain. Okay, so she either wants a celestial scepter from Emberbarrow, which would have been on the way had we gone with the kid. Or an illuminated crystal orb in the Haven of Celestial Insight. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, that's even farther north. That's all the way up there. Up here.
So both of
Well-
them are up north.
Both? No, one would have been to the east, over here at Imberborough.
Huh.
The freaking crazy map dragging is intense.
So unless we can somehow get a boat to head over towards Imberborough, I mean, we can only really go to Merlin, probably trek to Mr. Rollum, and get a boat from there to the Haven. I think.
That's gonna take ages. We're now on the 8th day? Or still 9th
Nope.
day?
No,
We
it was
have-
the same day, so it's
'Cause
no,
we took a
yeah, it's
long
the beginning
rest,
of the 8th day.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 8 days remaining.
Okay.
Thinking back
So-
through our general traveling knowledge, how long would it take us to get from Merlin's place up to Mr. Rollum?
Since you don't necessarily know the road network that way, you're looking at the minimum of a day's travel.
Gotcha. And then we probably have another day just getting a boat and getting to the Haven. If they even have boats in Mr. Rollum. Might have to go to the Echo Mage.
It looks like a place, maybe? A city versus a little village?
What?
Who knows, yeah.
I can barely hear you. Hold on, I'm just going to.
Oh, sorry, that might be me in general at a baseline.
It's
I'm
just
very
the mic
quiet.
I'm
I
doing.
actually have to make an effort.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm just putting the volume up a little bit. Don't scream. Here we go.
Please.
Terrible habit.
Okay, well, a little bit of a dampener on this.
What about other cities? I mean, we don't know if what Elia did is already spreading, or if it's actually spreading.
Right.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Hmm?
I just will suddenly turn around to to look. I think, yeah, on the cliff side, at the cliff, yeah, basically.
Oh. Is there something there?
Yes. Yes. Yes, there's something.
Turns and looks.
There's nothing to see right now, but now that your attention is being drawn to it, you can
Something's
all
coming
hear,
up.
You can all hear the sound that you've only actually heard a couple of times because of Dove. Is metal scraping against rock.
So upset.
Fuck.
And
Oh, no.
after a few, sort of like 30 seconds to a minute passes, hands will appear, and then heads will appear,
Fuck.
and then full
Um,
metallic bodies will appear.
Oh, shit. Dove, keep your distance.
Hey, so that teleportation, I think regardless of what's on the other side, we should probably get there stat. But
Right.
also, maybe we
Probably
should
so.
ask these constructs to see if maybe they were informed.
Feel it out.
Constructs? Hello?
Oh boy.
Where is Muriel?
A Chaos Seeker just showed up and took him. Were they not with you?
Negative. No Chaos Seekers have been dispatched to this location.
Can you connect us to Malakar real quick?
State your authorization.
Daydeer.
Dadier is not recognized.
It's an emergency regarding Nuriel.
Can you roll me a persuasion check?
What's the? Oh boy.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Of all the times, this is a good one.
We'll take it.
Voice pattern analyze accepted. Connecting to Malakar.
Nice.
And the one in the middle that's doing all the talking, his eyes sort of dim from the blue that they're glowing to like a very faint white light. And then you'll sort of hear echoing from the creature. What is it? I'm busy.
Malakar, good to talk to you again. We have an issue, and Nero just got taken by Chaos Seeker, who they said they were sent by you.
What? I didn't send anyone.
They had all the
Why was Muriel
information.
with you?
We're remember Daydeer and Jonah and Shalfel? We were in your prison a while back. We accidentally walked through your portal. We
Yes.
recognized
I remember
Muriel Mist Harbor, excuse me. During the
How did you
festival.
recognize him? He was supposed to be invisible the whole time.
There was an incident regarding a being trying to become a god. Okay, so you don't know shit about what just happened. That person was lying to us straight up.
Yeah. I'm gonna find him and they're dead. They're already dead.
Shalfel, can you check the circle that she used?
Yeah.
Assuming she used
I
one?
said circle as I pace.
There is no circle to be seen.
Shit.
So, for my own sanity, I need to. Oh, something.
Is that tracker thingy?
Jonah.
No, I have the other thing.
I was gonna say Shalfel actually said it first. Jonah, the tracker.
I just had a question. Did you have time to see what she looks like?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Also, just so you guys know what you're looking at,
Ooh, spooky.
Nice.
that's one. This is main boy.
Nice.
But yeah, I was also going to use Boon of Navigus, but I don't have high hopes.
Okay. What are you using it for?
If he's unconscious, he's always up, right? No, I'm gonna try Nuriel. See if anything shows.
No, it doesn't respond at all.
And what if I try the Chaos Seeker's cloak? The
It will
specific one
point-
that took him.
Yeah, it's too vague to be that specific. So like, it will point at like whichever one of you is carrying the clothes.
Do you remember what her spear looked like?
Can I do that?
Yes, naturally.
True, I guess, yeah, I
Nice.
can find items and stuff.
The spear looked like. Oh, ignore the name of it. You don't get the name of it.
Oh
That's-
shit.
Spear looked like that.
That's definitely very recognizable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we go find
Okay.
it.
A little iconic, one might say.
Let's go.
And where is it?
It is pretty awesome. It's awesome.
It
Oh, it's like
is-
that. Oh, I know.
World map. From you, it is directly west. Yes, west.
Back towards the town?
Oh.
You don't get to know like too much more. It's just west.
I'm just trying to remember which way we walked to get here. If
yeah,
it was.
yeah. So the town is on your west. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have a distance. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Well, there might be traitor amongst your ranks because she knew exactly where he would be picked up.
And by who?
And by who, by what. And Nuriel seemed to trust her enough because he thought she was coming from you.
He said it made sense since she had mentioned that you were aware of the situation here.
What situation?
Long story short, lady wants to become a god. She's charmed a population of people into basically, I don't know, sucking their
Admiration.
life, their love, admiration. That's the one. Thank you, Dove. Out of them. Part of that disabled his. It triggered him. It made him activate his or get rid of his aura he had going on to protect others. And his invisibility. And
he panicked and he went to us, so we arrived to protect him, and he said he was going to meet you there, so we accompanied him.
None of this makes any sense. There shouldn't even be any Chaos Seekers who know that he was there. He was sent with my constructs, and the constructs were bringing him back.
it's very worrying.
Those bastards.
We can track the person who took him at least.
We don't know
I
how
will
long.
take care of this. I know exactly who's done it. I will burn their cities to the ground.
Oh.
And with that,
No.
the light on the Warforged face
Oh.
go back to blue.
Shit.
Wait.
Can we request an escort?
Escort where?
Imberborough?
Negative. Current instructions. Overwrite.
Wait. Hold on. What are you going to do? You know where she is?
We have been given attack orders.
Attack on
On-
what?
Like all of them, what?
Well, how do I want to say it? The words are escaping me. You do not have clearance for this information.
I guess I'm not surprised.
And
Yes,
they're
it
going to
does
start
not
marching
let this
forward.
work on them.
It does not, because they have no thoughts.
I don't know how
Empty.
close
Yep.
anti-magic Dove's like instantly like nope, crap.
Shit, there's a lot of them.
Oh, this way.
Okay.
They are all, like, literally all like going to keep marching. So
I guess
Ariel's running.
you know what we
So
could
how many of them are there?
Please
There are
disable your
5.
anti-magic as you walk past.
I'll kind of like
Do not have the
whisper.
capability.
Damn it. I'll like whisper and just being like, maybe we could just follow them.
Well, I'm looking at the Boon of Navigus. Let's see if we can find her before them.
Fair enough.
Or at least they.
We have a
before-
direction we can go.
Yeah. We
Hopefully
do that.
they're on this freaking island. All right, run, move!
I'm running.
We all gotta go.
Steady.
Yeah. All right.
No,
sorry,
we're
but
not going to burn the city because no one is going to resist. So, right?
I have no idea. You know, maybe this anti-magic is going to be good for their health. I have no idea
Well, let's
how
just-
this will work.
Maybe we can find
There
Uriel.
we go.
Uriel.
I have to study this anti-magic. I should have taken the opportunity to study the child, but it was very ethically obscure.
Understandable.
So,
I get a hold of one of those robots.
where are you going?
Oh,
Back
that's
to
the
Miss
problem.
Dauber.
It's gonna be Cave Post, is where they're going.
What?
If they pass by Mist Harbor, they're going to Cave Post.
Hmm.
The
Cave
person who took
Post.
him was probably a member of the Order of Knoll.
Or I say that as we are far enough from them, I guess they're still marching.
Oh yeah, they're non-stop marching forward.
Yeah. Maybe. What if they are with Lyra? Well, my sister-in-law, and the other Chaos Seekers, the rogue ones.
Potentially.
Or, but yes, it could be anyone. I mean, anyone can get a Chaos Seeker's cloaks.
I thought we had.
Let's just see if we can find her.
Order.
Do we have we still have sending scrolls, right?
I have one.
Only one?
That's all I got left.
We have been sending a lot of sending scrolls.
Yeah, we've been communicating.
Can I do a quick brain dig real quick, Nova?
On.
Don't worry, there's no brain worms involved.
I assume I know where this is going.
Oh, yeah. Can you remind me what weapon... Like, can I remember what weapon Inquisitor Dawnbreaker had?
Only if I can remember
sword.
what weapon she had.
Okay. Well, you
Sword
can
and
just say
shield
it's
and
not... You can just say it's
shield.
not the spear.
It is
of
not the
person you just
spear.
fought. Okay.
Okay.
I think you guys should have been in the folder. But it's not.
Who? What?
I just thought like she did have a magic sword. I just don't know where it is. Is this it? No. Yeah, so I can't show you a picture, unfortunately. But yeah, it's not the spear.
Okay.
Hey.
Um,
So we're following the line.
I mean, we can for a minute, but we... So, if they pass by Mist Harbor, they're probably going to Cave Post, because that's the only thing directly west of us.
I mean, we can just keep following the compass.
Alright.
Well, where else are we going to go? Do we just... I mean, Malakar does seem to have to know where he's going.
He seems
So
to
what
have
now?
an idea of who did it.
The only thing I can think of is that we either follow them, but if we do, we're spending time not helping your situation, Jonah.
Yeah. You need to give a less of a damn about my situation, more about earlier situation. Well, now we got a new real situation in which we can't help, and can't go to Ember Barrow in time.
What if we do the Nuriel situation that helps us get to Malakar so that we can get to Ember Barrow in order to deal with Elia, thus getting your problem potentially fixed?
Well, now that Nuriel got kidnapped, I hardly see how Malakar is going to help us.
Oh lord. I mean, if we assist, he may... Oh my lord. If we assist his constructs in rescuing Nuriel, he may let us accompany the constructs back to the east. Because he will undoubtedly have the constructs bring Nuriel back to Esoterica? Yeah, that one.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, right now he's not... He refuses to talk to us again.
Well, he's currently a little upset, so it probably has to do with that. If he has
Fair
something that he can do about the situation, it makes sense that he would leave ASAP.
So, just for clarification, you guys are avoiding these constructs, right? Like, they're marching forward. So where exactly are you sort of going? Like, are you going into the city? Are you?
Yeah, I mean, we're following the Boon of Navigus. See if
Okay, so you're like leading them instead.
It's either that or like we get out of the way so that they
Yeah.
can go in front, so that we can
Yes.
follow from behind.
whichever works.
One second.
Hold on. Also going to.
I am gonna call out for Xandarin and Dinara if they're able to hear or around. I
Okay.
have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Devil
So
friends again.
I just had to do one thing there quickly.
Yeah, no worries.
So these guys are just marching straight west. So from the cliffside, they'll eventually get to the town. So that's kind of where I'm at, like why I'm asking like what you guys are doing in terms of like how you're avoiding them. You can just go around if you want them to be in front of you. That's not a problem. But the main thing is when they get to the city, they're not preserving the city at all. The quickest way is through. So they are going through the city.
Fair.
So like full on, they get to the city walls. They are just punching holes in the walls
I mean,
and walking through them.
if it's just city damage, that can be fixed.
We're not responsible.
Well,
I mean, I keep following them. If they, how big their aura is?
so you don't have any way of knowing until they actually get close to
Oh
people.
god.
Oh,
Hold
cool.
on.
So we have to experiment with the
Yeah.
the community.
You will see
They'll take a note.
the first people start to fall when the main guy in the middle, he gets about 30 feet from
Damn,
them.
30.
30 feet, alright. Shuffle, taking
And
notes of the
They
distance.
just like, by the time it takes them to walk, because technically they have to then walk 60 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then there's 30 feet radius the other direction. So by the time they have walked that 60 feet, the people are like collapsing and unconscious at this point.
Okay, well they're
Okay.
unconscious. They're not dead.
They're not
just
dead?
Passed out.
Enough.
Are you checking any of the bodies?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, Jonah at this point is just panicking and just trying to. Well, I can't approach them. I can.
We have to literally
So,
wait for them
just-
to pass.
I
Yeah.
can't do anything. So I'm trying
Okay.
to.
Roll me a
Yeah, I'm
medicine-
checking.
roll me a medicine check for one of the bodies.
It's not too cool.
Of all the ways to put that.
It just with my knowledge of the city, does it? Are they going to the theater where the most people are?
So far, they are still just walking directly west.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, if pointing west, does that take them through the theater?
I mean, technically, yeah, but
Okay.
like, I will say, following them long enough, they're not going to the theater. They're still going afterwards.
Okay, so they're just
Um,
kind of getting through the other area. Okay.
And yeah, so Jerry, you would realize that while these people technically count as alive, they are definitely dying. Like anti-magic is it's like a killer for anything really. You guys being like adventurers and being hardened by it are able to fight it off a little bit. These are just regular people, So they're not fighting it off. Like, as soon as they're getting hit by this anti-magic, they're in the process of dying. And there are a lot of people.
Okay,
I
okay.
will clarify, the other robots, the sort of minions of this guy, their area only seems to be about 20 feet. Like, it's fewer people getting in their way. But yeah, so and these constructs just aren't stopping. They're just marching through town, and just people are anyone who happens to get caught in their aura are just dropping along the way.
Maybe we should get in front and start pushing people away.
Just call Zendora and
even if we
Denara.
can-
I'll try to talk to you. I'll just run forward and try and go around the construct, and I mean, I don't even know what I would say, but I will try to get desperately trying to get them to
Can't you fly?
Malakar to go around the city. I mean, to contact Malakar, please.
Hearing him say he's going to go talk to him, by the way, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability and give him advantage on Charisma checks.
Jonah, what's your speed again?
40 feet.
Damn.
Okay, it's going to be tough for you to keep up with them, like to get back in front of the constructs.
Okay,
As they are faster than you.
Okay, I'll use the loot to cast Fly.
Okay, what
Which
flying speed does
brings
that
me
give
to
you?
60.
Okay, so you can definitely keep up with the other guys. You can tell the guy in the middle, still faster than your flying speed.
Oh, he's running? Oh, okay.
They're dashing, yeah. Like, they need to get there as soon as possible, so they're just dashing constantly.
Jeez.
That's kind of why I needed you guys to tell me what you were doing, because they were going to catch up to you no matter what, unless you somehow got away from them or got behind them. You agreed to get behind them, so it's fine. Now you're trying to get back in front of them. So you can get in front of the 4 little minion-y guys, but this main guy is just boop boop.
Damn.
Right.
Boop boop.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna spend the rest of the time trying to catch up with him. But I guess I won't.
You won't catch up with him, but the minions you definitely can.
Well, if I can
Do you
talk
want
to
speak
them, I
with them?
will.
Yeah, you can be.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so we'll come back to that in a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Dove wanted to call these two a while ago. So you've kind of done all this stuff, and you're seeing these people pass out. You know what's happening to them. You call it for Xandrin and Denara, and they appear in an instant next to you.
We have. I don't even know if this is in your realm of capabilities to help this much, but we need to stabilize them at least, because these people are dying. There are so many people dying. I have no idea how to do this.
Denara's gonna crouch down next to the person close to you, and she's gonna try and examine them. And as she kind of puts her hand out, she's gonna pull her hand back really quickly, with a gasp. Oh, no,
What?
this isn't good. Oh, there's nothing we can do for these people. Nothing safe.
What do you mean? What?
Their life, their magic, it's gone. There's no safe way of bringing them back, and definitely not with this many people.
They're actually, their magic, essence has been siphoned, basically?
Yeah, it's gone. They're husks at this point.
Oh, that's scary.
It's like they're suffocating almost. That's the only way I can equate it.
Okay.
Usually, you would just inject magic into people, and that comes with its own risks.
Right.
But you'll be able to, power them up and bring them back. And then she's gonna kind of look around the city. There's no way with this many people we could do that safely. What caused this? How did this even happen?
I kind of point towards like the line of wreckage, being like, there's constructs. That little boy that we were with, we handed him off to what we thought was someone who was sent by the owner. It was not the case, and these constructs are basically emanating so much anti-magic, but I didn't know it was to a deficit of absolutely just draining the people.
That explains it then. Anti-magic is, in this world, the way it has become. It's one of the worst things that can happen to somebody. It's like being put in a vacuum. You would live for so long, but you would spend the entire time in agony.
I will glance around the bodies to see if I recognize any of them to be that one bird chick, or only because I wasn't supposed to shoot at her, so I assume it was important. And then the mom, Jonah's mom, just to look if they're like amongst the bodies.
Well, you definitely don't see either of them from where you are now.
Okay, yeah, because that is something I'm going to be like continuously searching for while we look through all the bodies and stuff as we walk.
Yeah. Just to address your warning fireball comment, because everyone is charmed, and you would notice that, like, the people that you were maybe yelling at, like Nadia was yelling at and stuff, they're just not paying any attention, and even as people around them are collapsing, they're not responding at all.
Jeez Louise.
Mm.
I'll be like walking and looking at bodies as I'm talking to the two. But yeah, that's most I'm going to do is looking for the mom or the bird.
Okay.
I swear.
Jonah then. So eventually, once you're trying to catch up with them, you'll like slowly start
anti-magic
gaining on the sort of
Sucks.
minion bots.
Well, this anti-magic sucks because we're all imbued with
And
magic to
you
live.
are able to get close enough where you can
That's whack.
you can talk to them, and obviously staying outside if there are.
Yes. Jonah just tries to. Well, as soon as I reach one, I'm just going to call out to one of them. Just, hey, stop!
Negative.
Go around the city. People are dying.
Orders must be carried out to the most efficient path.
Oh, you can still carry out of your orders. I mean, no one is stopping you. Just go around.
Negative. Nero is the only life that matters.
Oof. That's whack.
And there's still people in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Just now that they're getting sort of past the main thoroughfare of town, it's just kind of stragglers at this point. And you imagine people in houses and stuff that they walk past, but like the people are starting to thin out.
But okay. Quick question about the types of hunting.
Okay.
How many creatures? Oh, I can't find the sheet. Hold on. I just need. I don't know if you know the answer, but how many creatures can I target with it?
It's anyone within 30 feet of you.
And I get 3 uses. God. Okay.
Yep.
I'm guessing. Well, I'm guessing like trying to. Like this entire time, Jonah's definitely been trying to warn people to just say to scream to get out of the way.
Yep. And none of them are taking any
Oh my god.
They're not taking any notice of you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use how many charges? I'm gonna use everything in the pipes of haunting. I don't know how many charges does it have. I'm guessing 3.
It'll have 3 at this point, yeah. I don't think you
Um,
used it, so even if you roll the minimum every dawn,
mhm.
then you'll have all the charges back by now.
Yeah. I'm gonna use charges to just get as many people as I can out of the path, like away from me. So possibly out of the path. But just being here and flying continuously, screaming to get the fuck out of my way.
Okay.
To get them scared,
Oh, God.
scared enough to.
Boy.
Now we need to do like a general idea of how many people. Oh, I hate this. Okay, so a couple of things are going to happen here. So you start doing that, Jonah, and are you like overtaking the constructs at this point, so you can get to the people before the constructs do?
Yes.
Gotcha. So you start doing that, and like obviously that many people, someone's going to fail. You know, doesn't matter how many people start to fail.
Mm-hmm.
People in the crowd fail, people pass, and you see the ones who are scared start acting very afraid, and they're panicked, and they're rushing them out, and they call out for the one person
Oh shoot.
they trust to save them.
Uh-huh.
So you start hearing all of these people start calling out for Elia.
Oh no.
It may actually be better going back to the city map for this one. Now that I think about it.
Can I do anything right?
So like Jonah's
Good uphill
over
battle.
here. You guys are like Muriel's not here.
Yeah.
You guys are like passing along this way. Slower. These two are with you. Alright. Literally all of the people on the map are probably dead. Boop. And this can be the one who's screaming for Elia. So you guys start hearing this screams echoing from the west side of town in the direction Jonah came from.
Shit.
A mixture of like male and female screams.
Oh lord.
And you can hear the echo of like Elia's voice. And around the people who are screaming out, a light starts to shine down from the sky.
Frick.
And like encompasses them all. And as it does so, they stop acting afraid. The fear just kind of passes from them, and they all just turn and look up into the sky. And even the people who like succeeded on the saving throw, they stop what they were doing, and they turn and they look up at the origin of this light. And Jonah, like, they're sort of looking up past you, and you're a lot closer to the origin of the light. And you can just see this little feather sort of floating down. Are you going to do anything when you see the feather?
You're asking me now?
Yeah.
So did the constructs stop?
Nope, they are still continuing to go. So they're approaching the light at this point.
Well, I've kept like flying, trying to get people like away from me and away from the construct. So if I see something of this magnitude happening, I would just keep flying, and probably instinctively hide somewhere. Well, I mean, getting away from this light too. I mean,
Whereabouts? So you can move your token wherever you would go.
so what is this pink stuff around?
That is the area that the light is currently shining on.
Oh yeah, well, don't have time to think, so I guess I was going west, so in this direction. So I'm gonna keep going, more or less that way. And yeah, get some cover, like on the roof or something, to make sure that I don't get into their aura too.
Okay.
I don't know what else.
It's a balancing act.
No, that's fine. Alright, so as you do that and you get out of the way in time, as
Yeah,
the
on the roof,
construct get into this light, they find themselves, like, you can see they're trying to move, and they're not able to. And that as they get stuck there, the feather that was floating down, like, each individual little tuft starts to disperse from like the main stem, and a bunch of them kind of float off down this way. A bunch of them start to float off down this way, and they start to fall faster and faster, and they start to whirl together. And the next thing that you see is two beings crashing down through the feathers and impaling these two robots to the ground.
Oh gosh.
And they are
A miracle.
and this gentleman.
Thanks, Alia. Thought I'd say this.
Okay, so yeah, they come crashing down and they like impale. They attempt to like impale them to the ground, but it doesn't stop the robots from trying to move. And they are now technically in the anti-magic zone. So you can see as they do, they like wince as they stand up. They're pulling their weapons back, and they're like wincing a little bit, and they step away, trying to like get out of the aura. I also can't take them that far away because this map isn't to scale like that. But they step back far enough away until they like are out. And yeah, they're going to be going to war a little bit. The rest of you, you see this light, and suddenly, like, you see these two figures cannonballing down, and Denala and Xandrin are going to turn and look at each other and turn and look at you guys. Oh fuck, this is bad.
What?
They're basically the Celestia version of us.
Oh.
Amazing.
I don't know what they're doing here, but if they find out that you're here, this is going to be an all-out war.
Okay. So stay out of their sights?
Stay out of their entire detection range. Which, to be fair, they probably already know you're here.
Oh shit, Jonah's fucked.
We need...
This is...
shoot, we need to
you
leave.
guys need to get out of here.
Okay.
We can hold them off as long as we can.
Don't die for it. If as soon as you can leave. It's fine. We just... Whoa. Shit. We need to run down...
If we can take at least one of these bastards out, that just makes everyone's life a whole lot easier.
Okay. We can run down through the theater. If we head down south of the area, we can try and wrap around.
Alright. There's no way to see Jonah, right?
Probably not, because there's like
I'm-
buildings in front of you. He was
I'm
he would have,
hiding.
yeah,
Right.
he's trying to hide from
Yeah.
these things. So you would have seen him like hovering, like around this area as he was flying over the buildings,
So
and then go somewhere in this direction.
we probably can't do
I'm
telepathy.
assuming
then,
you're like trying to look Dadia.
Yeah.
Denara put her hand on your shoulder. I'll try and get him out before I engage.
All right.
You fill him in on what's happening so he doesn't linger.
Yep.
huh? Okay,
Make sure you collect him before you leave.
Yep.
got it.
Let's get to a safe place. Fastest way to get far away is gonna be Shelfell.
Oh yeah.
One more time for me.
Oh, I
was
was
it?
hoping for a fight. I didn't think we were getting one this soon.
You're welcome.
Well, if I never see you again, this was a very easy detail until today.
Been a pleasure.
What?
If you do take out one of them, can you save some celestial metals for me? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just kick our teleportation
I'd like to
circle
study
away.
them too.
Well, good luck. And
You.
Zandra's gonna
Oh.
take off and just dash towards where this guy is engaged with
Oh my gosh.
this thing.
Okay.
And there's a full, let's just be real, there's a full anime battle happening over there.
Oh god.
Like, a full three-way anime battle.
Oh my gosh.
And Dinara's gonna kick off, but instead she's going to circle around this way. And find Jonah. So the rest of you, once they leave, whereabouts are you heading to? In doing the around through the theater thing?
I think so, right? Because we shouldn't go too far until we have Jonah with us.
True.
So just head south through the theater. Just cut through.
I am a-okay with that.
Okay. You would see a lot more people inside the theater, passed out. The ones who were on the edge and a little too close to the aura. But you would see Jonah's mum is not one of the people. She is up on the stage, and she's attempting to sing Ali's song.
Okay, good.
And
Good.
She's
good
doing a
check.
pretty good version of it.
So good. So wonderful. Keep moving.
Hey.
Lovely.
All right.
These
Um,
songs there.
So Jonah, you're hiding,
Yes.
and you're hearing the celestial and the robot. They're going to war with each other, so close enough where you can hear all the blows. And then all of a sudden, there's a flicker in your peripheral vision, and Dinara just lands right next to you, where you're hiding.
Dinara, wait,
No time. The others are leaving. You need to go and find them. They're heading to the west side of town. They're going west of the theater. You need to go to them right away.
but they're killing everybody.
Yes, well, these Celestials are going to kill you too if they find you. You need to leave.
Just gonna look around. And you said west of the theater?
Yes. Just head southwest. You should be able to get them with a bird's eye view.
All right, thank you. And I'll take off. Southwest.
Boom.
Oh, and she's going at it. Okay.
Yeah. And she is going to join the fight. And you can see Jonah, as you're sort of in the right area. She's trying to gang up on the Celestial with the robot.
Nice.
Nice.
They're
Get it.
trying to do a 2-on-1 while they can.
Okay.
Well, and you guys can head through the city and out the inside. grove is gone by this point.
Makes sense.
You guys are here.
Jeez.
So I see them.
Yeah.
Eventually, okay, I will be able
You've
to
got
relate.
the side view. You'll be able to just fly over the town. You'll see them eventually.
I'll see the theater. Nobody died from where
Well,
where I'm flying.
well,
What?
people in the theater have died, yes.
Mm,
Oh no.
But it's okay. Your mom's up on stage singing.
Which Jody doesn't know. You'll have to give him that relief later.
Fair enough.
But yeah, eventually you guys can get to the west part of the city. Jody, you'll see them advancing. You'll be able to fly over. Everyone else will get out through the gate. And you'll be able to reconnect just outside the city. Okay.
I'll land.
So,
What?
Shalfel, can you go ahead and roll me an intelligence check for everything you just witnessed, please?
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord, where's my food?
Oh,
Okay.
Son of a monkey.
Duly noted.
Right. I speak for them.
Alright, so I have noted your observation into the affection you wanted to affect and to observe.
nice.
What?
All right. That was fucked up.
I don't know what happened. I
Um,
was just trying to get people away, and it looked like Elia intervened somehow.
Here, so. Don't worry. We did see your mother. She's all right.
She's still there, isn't she?
Yes.
She's singing. Xander and Daenerys said that those two Celestials are basically equivalent to what they are. And if they know that we were there, we would die, surely. So that's why they engaged.
They're playing distraction right now. They did say we should get out of here. As far away as we can.
Where are the rest of the constructs? They crossed the town.
Yeah, at this point they're gone. You know that they obviously are hindered by water, so they could probably have just gone like that. But you would also, Jonah, that there is a little land bridge there. I know it doesn't look like on the map, but you can basically just boop, boop, boop.
So they are not in Mist Harbor.
Nope. Apart from the ones caught in the light,
Hmm.
they're the only constructs left.
Well,
I tried to divert them, but Malakar did this. He just didn't care. He could have just gone around.
of course, his only side is the child. We already knew about this, that he has one purpose, and that's, if I'm not mistaken, to get rid of magic, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So he is still an enemy, no matter what. So don't be surprised that he did such a malicious, but also not malicious thing. He's a bad guy.
It's a fucking monster.
Yes, he is. But if we can utilize him to get a hold of Elia and take her down, then that's one thing.
He didn't even know about Elia.
No.
If anything, maybe we should leave Uriel with whoever she was. She was more informed.
Possibly, I don't know. He's just a child. He doesn't know any better except for what's given to him.
Really isn't much.
Yeah.
We need to decide rather quickly, by the way, just in case our devil friends lose. How are we getting out of here? Because we need to get farther away.
Well,
There's only Merlin's place. That's the only place we can teleport to, right? Unless there's Kronstrata. I thought we had the authorization.
I don't.
That was just between Chronostrata and Luminara. If we go to Merlin's, we could go to Luminara from there and then go anywhere from... If she might be able to get us permission to go anywhere else. Resleen, that is.
True. We should keep moving west for now, so we can get a little bit distant. But either way, going back to Merlin is a good idea. I'm not sure.
So you guys are just heading west still?
At least while we talk, I think, yeah, we can just keep moving away from Mist Harbor.
Okay.
Should I warn the Order of Null?
That's not a bad idea.
What for? If they kidnap Nuriel, why would you want to warn them?
Prevent some death, maybe?
If Nuriel lets go of his holding of his anti-magic, then there will be more repercussions.
Got more worried about the constructs making it there.
That too. If we let the Null know about the constructs, then, I mean, it's not like we're trying to preserve necessarily the constructs, but at least they'll be aware of the anti-magic.
Good warning.
Yeah.
So what? We're playing both sides. They kidnap Nuriel, but we're going to warn them about about the constructs coming.
It's an
I mean, you
odds-
saw what the constructs just did here in Mist Harbor. Do you want that to happen in other places? I agree. What Malakar is doing is terrible. And yes, I do also think Nuriel is innocent. He is a child.
He's the only one who will get out of this anyway.
The more he sees of the devastation of what he is, the harder it will be to keep him steady. I think warning the Knoll is a good idea. And I think us getting to Merlin isn't a bad idea either. Either way, we can't stay here for long.
Whatever.
So, how far west are you guys heading before you stop to decide properly what you want to do next?
We should probably do the portal not too late, right? In case they lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we need to teleport. That's the thing.
Mhm.
made a resolution for us.
Hmm?
Yeah, that'll be the thing that gets us ahead, I think, is teleporting if we can.
Yeah.
All right. Shafel, would you mind getting the circle ready for us?
Wonderful. Wait, I can. Hopefully I can. Kind of like mutter to herself.
You can. At this point, you've got that circle committed to memory. Okay. So while Shelfel is drawing that circle, Davier and Dunn, your pins start to react to something.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's good.
Davier, you felt this before, Davier.
Yeah.
When you left Esoterica, and there was like a global message going around to all the Iron Fist.
Shoot.
Dove, you probably have experienced this at some point in the past. And again, but with the new pins, like the ones that are more enchanted. Like you guys are notified a little bit more violently, I guess, you know. It starts to react and it draws your attention to it. And you would both hear Blackhara's voice in your head.
Haven't heard him in a while.
Attention, all Iron Fist. This is Captain Grakar of Velocorium. We have reports of Malakara's constructs marching eastwards. Potential attack coming on Velocorium.
Shit.
Any Iron Fist in the region. Make your way here now so we can mount our defense.
I'm gonna look at Daydeer.
Motherfucker.
Well, we know where Malakar's headed.
And it just keeps repeating on loop.
Oh, what a headache.
Like, you guys, because you're, like, acknowledging it, it will end after, like, 2 or 3.
Okay.
But, like, for every other Iron Fist, like, if somebody happens to be sleeping at this point,
Oh, it's gonna keep going till they acknowledge.
it's going to falling until they hear it.
Oh yeah.
That's a good alarm.
Are you awake yet?
Yeah. I'll just be looking at Daydeer being like, I don't think we can really necessarily answer that, but that does answer a question.
Maybe. Shit.
Where is he going?
Velocorium.
What it sounded like.
Our captain.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that was our Captain Grakar. You remember him from ages ago.
Yeah. Yes, Grakar.
Yes,
It's been a while.
Just warned us that they have sights on Malakar's constructs.
He said heading east, so I assume they were going from Thaumaturge towards Velocorium. As he's currently in charge of there.
Or do you mean like he's going like this, like on the east side he's going?
No, he said they saw them traveling east, right? Like that's what I heard. Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
Okay.
reuniting forces there, and
Malakar's constructs heading east.
Gotcha. Heading.
also they're going there, but then they're probably going to here if it's
Maybe.
where.
Possibly.
Jonah,
Can I
you,
check the? Yeah, can I check the Bone of Navigus to see if it's pointing at Verlico? Well, if it's pointing straight west or upwards a bit. Oh, straight west. Okay.
Weird.
Well, that's pretty close considering I didn't want to measure the whole way out. Yeah.
It's at least
Yeah.
over here. Okay.
So we can assume they're not actually going to Velocorium, so we don't have to worry about that.
So it was the Order of Null?
Sounds like it.
Then I guess that's a good thing,
Somewhat.
but also dangerous. We aren't trying to help necessarily with Malachar, but Neriel is an innocence in the crossfire.
If I use our last sending scroll, I'm not using it to take someone's side. I'm just using it to save as many lives as I can.
Yeah.
Is that fine?
That's okay with me.
Jonla doesn't say anything, he just stares at Mr. Arbor from a distance.
All right. I've sent it.
Okay. Shit.
I'm waiting on a response. I'm sensing a response.
We can find a way to get rid of Elia and whatnot without Malachar. At this point, there's too much.
Oh, I got a response coming in. One moment there. There. Speaking very slowly.
What was his name? Damn you.
Hmm?
This guy. Yeah.
Oh, you typed it? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get those 25 words right.
I did. So, what I had said was, if one of your people took Neriel, Malachar's charge, you screwed up. Multiple anti-magic contracts heading in direction of Cave Post. Please be careful. Mist Harbor hit.
Nice. Very informative.
Yes. I try
Great.
my best.
23. Like 2 more.
You got 2 more. I believe
I'm
in
gonna
you.
do 2 more words.
I believe
Kiss,
in you,
kiss.
Inquisitor Dawnbreaker. Ooh.
Mm.
They're counting their words. Give them a moment.
I mean, 24 will do.
Oh, shit. Alright, well, hopefully they send word towards Cave Post.
Crossed.
Alright. And by the time all that is done, the teleportation cycle will be complete.
I guess we're going.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to start charging rent at this point.
Understandable.
Yeah, kind of.
All right. And just before you teleport away, nothing happens.
Rude. Very rude.
We're back!
Wow. This is soon.
Yeah, it's bad shit happened. Again.
Where's the kid? You get back okay?
No.
No. But maybe it's really up in the air.
Well, you best tell me what happened then.
Okay.
Highly embarrassing.
The quick synopsis is that we were to drop off Neriel to some constructs, and someone else came to pick him up, claiming that they were the one sent to pick him up, And so over some time, we agreed. They left. The construct showed up. We realized it was not supposedly the case. And we told the caretaker of Neriel the situation, and now he is, I guess you could say, laying waste until he finds Neriel.
Anyways, might be putting it mildly.
Hi,
That
Wolf.
must be one pretty important kid.
Yes.
He's a natural body of anti-magic.
Oh, yeah, I could tell.
Figured as much.
Is that why he was so nervous all the time?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's afraid of it affecting negatively to others.
Well, at least he's still aware of that.
Yes.
It's nice that he still cares.
Hopefully it stays that way after this.
So, what brings you back here?
Oh. So the people, the constructs were wandering through the city. All the people in the city were getting scared because they were dropping in the anti-magic fields and dying. Mist Harbor's a mess, by the way. At which point they called on Elia, the living lich, and then two angels, or celestial angel things appeared. And then our protectors went off to fight them because the angels are also kind of after our lives. It's complicated.
Wow. Just wow.
And we were told to flee.
So you fled here.
Well, it was...
Well, I'm not too fussed about having you here. That does mean there's an open teleport here, right?
We did ask the devils, who were our protectors, to get rid of it when we left, but at the moment, yes.
I assume that's if they win.
Yes.
Well, it's a 2-1, so I would hope that they'd win.
Do you have any problems with me closing this portal now?
No, I don't think so. Do we?
I think we're comfortable.
You won't be able to go back through it. That's the only reason I have to ask. I can close it, I can get rid of the teleportation circle from here. But you will have to leave through the normal exit.
Well, we were saying to head up to Luminar anyways, right?
We have to be everywhere at once, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it doesn't really
We
matter.
have to traverse
Yeah.
time, really.
Closing it's probably for the best.
Yeah. We'll find an alternate route. Like we usually do.
Okay. He's going to just aim his hand towards the portal and just send a pulse of just pure arcane energy into it. And the portal's just going to collapse in on itself and close. That'll at least stop anyone from following you.
No, that is the safest thing.
Okay. That's fine.
What? Okay, next step. You warned the null.
Okay, I did get word back. I don't... So at the very least, if you remember Inquisitor Dawnbreaker, she's not currently near Cave Post, and she doesn't know what's happening there right now. All I can do at the moment is hope that she sends word to them.
I'm sure she'll be able to. Well, that's one thing that we can only do so much from here. Next step. We can't necessarily answer our Iron Fist call. We have a few more things to deal with, so they'll have to handle that.
True.
Good to get food. That's incredible. What a headache.
That it is. We need
Don't
to.
even have headaches.
No, I was about to say that. I was just like, I can't even get it, and I feel it.
Oh.
Can't you? Really?
No.
Merlin, can you convert some gold into sitting scrolls out of curiosity?
I should be able to do. Well, I can do a limited supply with what I've got on me.
Quack indeed.
How many do you need?
How many are you willing to give up?
I can probably make 4. I should probably keep one just in case, so I can sell you 3.
Perfect. How much gold do you want?
To get what I need out of it, we'll call it 60 gold for the 3 of them.
All right, deal.
Squeak.
Hand over 60 gold.
And he will hand over 3 scrolls of sending.
Okay, that's good. In case we get separated, we'll have to remember next time we hit the road to start our telepathy-based connection.
True.
Yes. That would be good.
I'm quite uncomfortable when we're all separated.
At this point, yeah. Even when we sleep in separate rooms, it turns into a thing sometimes. So. Very fair.
Oh.
Even then, I'm outside the door, so I'm like still a slight connection, so it's not even fully separated. Gosh. Okay.
Speaking of hitting the road, we should probably get moving.
Yes, I agree. Okay.
I think our timeline just got a little bit tighter.
And even then, I don't even necessarily know which direction we're supposed to be going correctly. If we let the Null take care of Nuriel, hopefully properly, and that hinders Malakar, then we have to find a different way to deal with Elia. But it's not impossible, it's just a bit of a steeper slope to walk up.
Sure. Our best hope there would be... Our best hope at the moment, I think, is either whatever information Ayun's going to give us, or whatever Merlin's old friend can tell us, whose name currently escapes me.
Morgan?
Morgan, that's the
Morgana.
one.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Morgana, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan Le Fay.
Morgan.
That one.
Lady Morgan. Sorry. Friend.
Thank you, Merlin, for letting us do a quick pick stop. We will be out of your hair now. Apologies for the second trip in one day.
We're not trying to crowd you.
No, it sounds like you did it.
Alright, off we go then.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Wherever the exit is, because I've only been in this place in this room, so...
Down. We'll pass through a large empty floor that Merlin might be putting a little carnival in for us later.
Little merry-go-round.
Or merry-go-round, true. And then once we pass through there, we'll end up at a massive cave entrance. Exit, rather, I guess. And then we'll be out and about in the wild.
But
Ooh.
Oh, well, kind of dragged here. Is that a new feature?
It's weird, right?
I've been doing a lot.
I don't
I
remember.
always drag you guys around the map.
I never noticed.
We usually do get yeeted to some degree.
Well, I mean, like the vision of the map. Like we were looking elsewhere on the map, and then
Oh, yeah.
suddenly we're looking at like
Yeah.
this new part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like, I don't do it too often because it
Oh yeah.
obviously is quite jarring.
Mm.
If I need you guys to all be looking at the same place, I will always do it.
It's certainly useful.
Like the DM like grabbing your chin and go, no, look there.
Look at this.
Pay attention.
God's hand just comes down, grabs your skull, and twists it in the direction.
No, I never noticed. This was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
sneaky.
Oh goodness. So when we get to Luminara, we ask for help getting just to one of the places, right?
Yeah, I think just being able to have broader opportunities for transportation. Let's see. Should be manageable. How long is this trip? Mysterium. Where's okay down there?
We have here, all the way down here. Oh goodness.
Probably a little over half a day. A day, maybe.
I think half a day sounds familiar.
Might get cold up there.
If anyone needs it, I have my cloak. It's not like I get
Don't
cold.
worry. My armor helps protect me from the cold.
Well.
As does the cloak that I'd made for Shelfell previously.
Then I'll just look at Jonah and I'm like, if you
Okay,
need
I
my
think
cloak,
that-
please tell me.
My cloak is
I'll-
pretty solid now.
Don't worry about me. I have other clothes.
Okay.
All right.
We start our trek then, I guess.
All right. And you're heading down south to Luminara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whee!
So that's about. That's a full day's worth of travel. So you get there at night time.
Appropriate.
Yay, night time.
Yay.
Daytime.
Oh, it's good for us.
Oh.
Who's all up in this map?
Postal's currently like, oh man, I have to do Resident
We're gonna see
again.
Raslin. Yeah.
Yep.
Characters again.
Yep, that's where my head's at.
We do need
Okay.
to be careful because we're definitely going to be wanted in Scorch Run, and probably Arrow Crawl.
Yeah.
Yep, we did steal.
Luminara, at the very least, we're kind of friendly, and Raslene said she was on our side, so should be okay.
Yeah,
Worth
yeah.
camouflaging.
Should be K.
At least Luminara, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Raslene? We're not wanted in your city, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
Of course not.
Just remember, Raslene, 500 gold bounty each.
Noted. Duly noted.
Only 500?
Yeah, these
Wow.
guys aren't ridiculously wealthy, like, heads of entire celestial factions.
We just pay that off.
We're not One Piece level yet, guys. We bump those numbers up. They're rookie numbers.
Yeah, no, literally, we turn ourselves in and be like, here's the money. All right, see you later. Shoot. Okay.
Oh, Dove, welcome to Luminara.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I've never been here, huh?
The last time Dove walked into this place, she disintegrated.
It was not
True.
Dove.
Very true.
It was not Dove.
No.
Technically, that would have been not Dove.
Y-
Because not Dove has red hair.
You are correct. It is
Or
Not-
is that
Essentially,
other...
is Dove.
Not
Wait,
Dove
or is that
Square.
other Dove?
Technically, not Dove is Malachar.
So there's
There you
not
go.
Dove, there's Dove, and then there's other Dove. Got it. No
Was this-
personality problems at all.
It was also an illusion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 Well,
So.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Let's just say you've never been there.
Yeah. No, this Dove, current Dove, has not been here.
all right. Let's head straight for Razleen and the old monkman's area. Hopefully they're home.
Lead the way. I'll just follow you guys.
Yep, all right. This way.
I will say, similarly to the first time you guys arrived here, there are a bunch of troops leaving the city.
What do
Except-
they look like?
These are the Iron Fist troops
Oh.
heading through the teleportation circle. So that building is right next to where you are, Nadia.
Okay, so they're heading to Velicorium then.
That makes sense.
Gotcha.
Is where is, and they are led by
Oh shit.
Captain Grimson.
Mm.
Just-
Oh,
What the hell is that guy?
Yeah.
he's so black and white.
He's so dark, edgy.
There you go, monochromatic.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know this man?
Go ahead and make me a history check if you want to see.
Just in case it gets a little awkward that we're like walking past him, just being
Alright.
like, "We'll see you
I
guys there."
I don't want to know if I know him. I want to know if I've worked on his equipment.
I'm looking at him, and you're looking at what he's wearing. Oh my gosh! Shut up.
Exactly the same way. So
Oh my gosh.
the answer to both of you then is probably.
Oh my gosh.
Daniel, you don't necessarily always work specifically with people, but
Right.
you do like batch orders for general Iron Fist use, and a couple of high-end things for the captains, and you've probably worked on like what he's wearing, like his slightly better armor, like slightly sharper weapons and stuff like that.
Yep.
And of like, I'm just in general, a lot of the training in the Iron Fist and the different kind of group missions before people become faction leaders, you're always with just a wide variety of people. So you've probably done drills with him. You've probably been on like recon and short-term missions with him. You probably have never worked like close with him.
Okay, gotcha.
Like you would at least know of his existence.
I'll kind of slightly
Of
tilt
course.
my like hood.
Yeah, he'd recognize the only known warforged in any of the factions
Uh-oh.
I'll
pretty
just,
easily if he could see you. Fortunately, he seems to be quite distracted with getting his men to the teleportation circle,
wonderful.
We will leave them be.
and that is the second faction to demilitarize Luminara.
Jeez Louise, dude.
The Radiant Templars did it and lost. And now the Iron Fist are leaving.
They're going to lose.
Oh boy. Here's to hoping
No.
that.
Everybody's peacing out.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Just do you know like the thing where they don't notice you? Just keep walking. It'll be fine.
Okay. Just minding our own business.
Or
Hey!
next one, please calm your pants off.
But Dad.
Oh shoot.
Huh.
There.
Hmm.
Just
Ongoing.
So, what are you going to say?
I have no idea at the moment.
well, we definitely
can-
need ways to teleport around this place because we need many places. So authorization?
Yes.
That's something. At least that way we can get around faster.
We can tell them that we think that the people are moving, the contracts are going towards Cave Post, not Velcoium, and they can relay that information to whoever they want to. We don't have to tell them why. We do or do not know that.
Okay, so maybe keep the fact that we've been conversing with Malakar on the low.
Yes.
Okay.
We should probably. I think we can at least be honest about what happened down in Mist Harbor. That's no surprise to anybody at this point. Or it shouldn't be. I assume they've spread word around to the leaders of the factions.
Okay.
And hopefully that's enough reason for them to help us.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be help either way. So we can ask about teleportation and we can go from there.
I'll leave you to it then.
Okay. You are welcome to lead the speech, Daydeer.
Before
Not
we
for any particular reason.
Right. Weird. Before we go up there and try to get things figured out. Are you okay, Jonah?
Oh, just yes. I mean, not different. Just I'm with you.
Are you fine with the path we're currently on?
It's more or less the only one we have, and the ones I've tried have been not working, so I trust your judgment now. But I'll be right there if you need me.
Alright. Well, do remember, if I start doing something stupid, you do have my permission to smack me across the back of the head.
But you never do.
That's incorrect.
I've been doing way more than you recently, so that's why I'd rather you take the lead on this one and the ones after. I trust that Ophelia's going to help my mother, but apart from that, I can't do anything else, so...
I think you can do a lot more than you think you can, Jonah.
Doesn't surprise me you say that, Dadia, but you don't have to. You remember when I suddenly remember today when we went to this tower and we found Elia bounded in the cave with her friends.
Mm.
You went to pick up Dove and you left me choose what to do with Elia. And long story short, I let her go.
Technically,
And now
I'm the one
and
that
now we're
lost Elliot
here.
at the time. But you also did make a good decision, because if you hadn't let her live at that point, Dove wouldn't be here with us right now.
Look at Dove.
I've already been looking at you.
Oh, maybe
day-
we would have found another way. Who knows?
Maybe. Also, do remember that day it was me that lost Elia.
I don't think that's true. I mean, you've lost her, but I've taken the decision to free her. So I wouldn't say it's all my fault, but
It's a group effort.
we don't need to lie to each other.
Hmm.
Yeah, at one point, RJ and I lost her. Our Deities and I lost her at one point.
Mm.
We all collectively lost her at least once.
I mean,
Very true.
We
You
all
guys have to-
equally want to deal with her.
yeah, you guys have to keep in mind she was playing her role perfectly. There was no way that you could have known any of this was like brewing underneath the surface. She seemed to have been a very powerful person and someone who was a captor, but not like this. How are you supposed to know?
Well, she kidnapped you, so we knew.
Yeah, but you couldn't have seen all of this happening from that. It just was a branch of it, but you can't dwell on who has more fault or less fault, or where we are is where we are. And if we get stuck going backwards, then we can't fix the future, so
Well, let's just focus on trying to get their help and then Ayun's help. Maybe we can find a way to stop her.
There we go.
I agree. Hello?
Perfect. Let's do it then.
Jeez.
Jeez yourself.
No, it was a whole ass helicopter like right above my house.
Oh, okay.
But screw you, you live not far from
That makes sense.
from a base.
Yes, I have a base south of me and 3 airports to my what was it, northeast, east, and then west. So
Oh.
really tired of it. Other way.
All right. Let's go see Resleen and Monk Tenzin. I remembered his name without checking my very tiny notebook.
Well done. I will bring up while we're walking over there to Shellfell that maybe while we're there, Tenzin can maybe show you a way to make the teleportation like quicker or less like a, what do you call it? So we have to worry about where we're leaving
worry.
teleportation circles.
Yeah, it'd be good to be able to streamline it, and also, oh crap, I lost the word too, but I know what you're doing.
You know.
Yeah,
that
you
word,
know.
yes. Maybe he can help you with that.
You know, and I know you know. And you know, I know you know. So it's all good.
That's the closest I can get.
Perfect. Cool, yeah. Okay.
It's hard.
Oh. I haven't seen Resleen in a while. Hopefully she's well.
Who knows?
Do you know?
Maybe.
Hmm. Do I know?
Do I know? Yeah.
The amount of the fastest, like, quick info dump now that I had to inquire.
Yeah, it was quite funny, yeah.
Jeez.
As you guys walk in, you would hear Resleen and Tenzin in a fairly not. It's heated, but not like hostile. Like, just the emotions are running wild, kind of thing. As Tenzin is kind of seems to be consoling Resleen a little bit. He's got his hand on her shoulder. And I understand how you feel, but there's very little we can do in our current state.
There's always a way around it, though. You taught me to not just look at one route.
All routes are the same in this case. Right now we are defenseless. Rex Thorn is only a city away.
Ooh, that is fucked up.
What?
Oh. Greetings.
Whoa. What are you guys doing here?
It's a long story, which I can hopefully help you to a little bit, because you're going to be better at transferring this information than we are. The constructs marching towards Velicorium, I think they're not going there. I think they're going to Cave Post.
The constructs? Wait, hold on. What constructs?
The reason that the Iron Fist are leaving? They're going to Velicorium, right?
Well, they said they needed to leave their post here.
Yes.
It's not like we was really well informed.
So we were just down in Mist Harbor, approximately 8 hours ago, based on our travel time. We did a teleport thing somewhere, don't worry.
Okay.
And there were constructs that moved through East Harbor, straight from east to west, on a direct path towards Cave Post. We also received news from the Iron Fist that there were constructs leaving or heading in the general direction of Velicorium.
And why are there constructs roaming? I thought last time I saw you guys, there was only one. And she'll, like, gesture to Dove right behind.
Oh, that's right, Raslin. This is the actual real... Have you met Dove yet?
This
No,
was...
she left
Boy.
just before.
Oh, this
Right,
was
you
the
did-
friend that vanished.
Yes, this is the actual,
I thought her
real,
name is-
intact Dove.
Ah,
Dove, Raslin, Dove.
Dove will wave, Raslin will nod. It feels schizophrenic.
No.
Imagine being the DM.
I know.
What's your identity feeling right about now?
Yeah. No, hey, no.
All right. Raslin.
No pressure.
None.
Now, we have, obviously, you're better at, you and Tenzin will be more suitable for contacting other leaders of the factions, and the Iron Fist to relay this information, which may or may not assist with the fact that all of the Iron Fist are currently leaving. I don't know. Hopefully they can come back soon.
Well, the fact with Vexthorn being so close to us,
Is brutal.
and we don't have the defenses, if you're asking for reinforcements, my hands are empty.
Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that at all. We're not doing that. We're trying to solve other problems going on in that originated in Mist Harbor.
True, you two are Iron Fist, but you're not leaving, so there seems to be something else on your plate. She'll kind of, like, unruffle herself and just, like, okay, go on then.
Have either of you been told about what happened in Mist Harbor yet? Has that information been relayed to you?
Isn't there usually some kind of festival or something that goes on?
Okay, you haven't been told yet. Why did they not warn all the factions?
Might be good news in some way. Means something hasn't spread.
Spread? What's spreading?
We were concerned about the problem becoming bigger overseas.
You remember the one we... the prisoner from under the tower? The woman?
Oh,
Elven
Yeah.
woman? White hair? Yes. She did this, she did something to the city. In hope of becoming a deity, she managed to entrench the entire town, the entire city, and she has already gained enough power to become immortal in some ways.
what?
Long story short.
Is there any way that Resling would have like read anything about someone trying to like go through the work of being a god or a deity?
Not in any specific details.
Okay, cool.
Like you'd know it is possible based on some of the gods and goddesses, like being people who ascended. But it's not
Right.
like you'd know details on how they go about it or anything like that.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, she's just her head's been like slowly like tilting the more that you talk. She's being like,
So
what?
I know it's a lot. It's an incredible amount. We made a deal with the goddess Ayun, where if we collected something for her from one of two places,
Goddess of Iron.
she would.
You.
Yes. Yes. That. She would help get us more information for the sake of stopping this soon to ascend person.
I'm just gonna slow turn at Tenzin.
Tenzin's been sort of observing the just the whole conversation unfolding as this happens.
Mhm.
And he sort of glances, and as you look at him, he's going to sort of glance back at you, and almost like a sort of very slight eyebrow raise. He basically wants to know what you want from him.
Yeah, she'll kind of just get like half-hooded eyes. I'm just like, go on, continue. So
The moment we.
go on.
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Good, you're good. I'm trying to just
Is it-
continue.
At the moment, we just need help getting around.
Need help getting around. Like from city to city?
Yes. We may or may not. Okay, we're also on a time limit. We have 8 days.
What happens in 8
No.
days?
Nothing.
That's
She's gonna look at you, Jonah, being like, why so guarded? What's in 8 days? Are you guys okay?
I won't be here in 8 days. I won't be here anymore.
Insight check.
Oh, sure.
What is
I mean,
it
I'm
that
telling-
you're
I'm telling the
inciting
truth.
about?
It seems like guarded information, so while she feels like she can believe you, it just feels very lacking of actual information. So she's inciting whether or not to pry. Where the heck is Raslane, dude?
Oh, wait, hold on.
gosh.
Did I take the sheet of... No?
Kill
No,
me.
it's still there.
Am I blind?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
at the very top of the party tab. It's right under that.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah, it says AWOL.
Yes, you were correct.
I still want to make that into an owl joke somehow, and I don't know how.
Okay, insight.
There we go. I did it. She's AWOL.
Hey, wow. 13.
Wow.
So you,
But-
you can go ahead and you can tell me if I get any of this wrong, I guess. Because I suppose, like, yeah, you can tell he's being truthful, and yes, there's sort of definitely information being withheld, but it isn't it doesn't seem to be as pressing as the rest of the information going on, at least to Jonah. So, Jonah, if that's wrong in any way, you can go ahead and refute that.
No, that's a good summary.
Okay, she's gonna eye you suspiciously while she looks back at Tatir.
Now there is, besides the 8-day timeline we're currently on, there is the issue of the people people have also left Mist Harbor to like spread Elia's charm to other cities.
It's contagious?
We think so.
Well, all the ships left the city just after her the performance that allowed her to entrance the people. So we think they all went somewhere to maybe spread this phenomenon.
What is a sign that I can keep an eye out for? Do they look different? Are they...
They all sing the same song, talk about Elia all the time,
Elia?
and they're pretty much absent, even if they seem to be... They're still active in some way, but they're half aware of what's happening around them, so it's visible. Audible, too.
Do you have the lyrics of the song, Jonah?
Yes. Well,
Probably share them just in case. Not like sing them, mind you, just so they know what to listen out for.
trust me, I wasn't going to. Okay, yeah, I'll write them down somewhere. Somewhere else.
Tenzin, while you're doing that, is going to sort of very subtly clear his throat. Do you happen to know where any of the boats might have gone?
I believe I did receive word that at least one had arrived in Chronostrata.
That's what I was afraid of. As in, we're going to have to close the teleportation circle. After your friends use it, if you deem it so, we're going to have to close it again.
Alright. That makes sense. If they're there and they have quick routes through the cities, then...
We have to assume if the Iron Fist are responding from all cities, those from Chronostrata will also head to Velcorium. And if they happen to be infected, they'll pass it on there. We can't allow the Iron Fist to come back into this city. Or anyone, by that matter.
I guess that sadly kind of answers that. Well, this is a lot to take in, but it is good information to have. Seems like you guys constantly have a lot on your shoulders. Anything else I should be aware of?
Well, apart from the automatons and Elia, I mean, there's still the Chaos Seekers problem. I wonder if they are aware of it.
Who knows? They've got their fingers in everything.
Oh my goodness.
We can assume safely that they probably do, and that they are probably incorporated somehow in something, so... I have Vex Thorn at my doorstep. I don't have any way to keep us safe. But that is something that I will handle. For you guys, as always, you are welcome to resupply here, to rest. In terms of getting around, I can help you. She kind of is like ruffling her feathers, like pacing back and forth. I can't leave the teleportation open because if someone infected comes through, then we're gonna have a problem.
Hopefully we can deal with this issue regarding regarding Elia.
Do you have a plan for that?
It's part of why we're getting this for Ayun.
What do you need for Ayun? Maybe I can help that way.
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, that's right. You're
Yeah.
freaking faction leader. Shenanigans.
I have power.
Oh my.
Well-
Here we go. So she has asked for one of two things: either the celestial scepter that is located in Emberborough, or I guess a celestial scepter, one of which is currently in Emberborough, or an illuminated crystal orb that we've been told one of is in the Haven of Celestial Insight.
These sound like things that Ian would need.
That they do.
Okay. Now let's see. Quite a tall order. I don't even know how you guys would have gotten incorporated into all of this. Well, while I can't hand any of those items over because I don't have them, what I can do is point you to the respective leaders of the factions you would need to speak to.
Yes.
You can probably head to either the Shadow Stalkers or the Astral Sages. They'd be able to help you with this. It sounds like it's in their territory in the first place.
Second, updating my notes. Which one's in charge of which?
Well, there's Quinlan from the Astral Sages and Nightshade from the Shadow Stalkers.
Which one's in the Haven? Which one's in the Emberborough? I guess Emberborough is probably Stalkers, right?
Yeah.
Either of them, or both, would probably be useful in this situation. Whether they can give you some intel about how to get a hold of the items, or, I don't know, maybe expedite your search.
Yes.
Right.
Well, Winolia is also looking for a specific relic. Well, a relic that she could bind herself to become a goddess. But we have a beginning of a lead on which one it would be, but it's not confirmed. So that's why we need Ion's help.
What's your hunch?
A loot that belonged to Nervan goddess of arts, which I forgot the name of.
That's somewhere in the chat. So
It's not on the handout. Oh yes, I should have taken. I need to think.
no, it was given. It was given in the chat because I think
That's a hot minute ago.
to get it.
That means it's probably not important.
Hey,
Oh,
Cinderella? No, something like that.
Raslin will kind of shake her head, being like, that definitely is not in my realm of knowledge when it comes to those kinds of goddesses. It's probably a good hunch, to be honest. But to adhere yourself to one is very interesting to hear. Someone try to make herself into an entity as such. You said
Apparently, apparently it's just as easy as that.
Melira Terrellen. Terrellen. Okay.
Perfect.
Anyway,
Okay. Sadly, I can't help too much there, but what I can try and do is think of a way to give you guys more access to the cities. The teleportations are a little bit dicey right now, since you're saying that it could potentially spread. We'll have to close ours for the time being, but that... I'll see if I can find a way to help you guys around the cities.
Yep.
Thank you.
If somebody does show up who has been affected by this charm, we've been told the only ways to really counter it is a much stronger charm or killing them. So please don't kill them if you can't help it. If you have anybody who can cast silence, that can at least help prevent spread it, because it does seem to spread through the singing.
Yeah, Resling nods at that one. It's just like, my thought was to use silence. So, I'll inform the guards around us, as few as we are. And I'll be cautious. These hiccups are hard to work through. It is in fact
they are.
late, but I know you guys are on a tight schedule. Again, you are welcome to use the facilities that are here in order to rest and resupply. I'll need a bit of time to try and figure out the teleportations for you guys.
All right.
I would suggest talking to the faction leaders that I gave. That would be a good start for the time being. I'm not sure if they're awake right now because it is quite late. But you're welcome to try.
Do shadow stalkers sleep?
I was gonna just kind of soldier out of the question, like, I'm sure there are some who do and don't. Maybe they're more nocturnal. I tend to keep them, wherever they need to be, but I don't fully interact unless necessary.
Hard to talk shadows without the night, I suppose.
Is there anything else you guys needed from me?
Don't think so.
It is good to see you all. I'm sorry it's not on such positive terms.
No, thank you.
Of
If-
course.
You?
Yeah.
If you do feel like, before we leave, you want to hear any funny stories, do come find us. I have plenty of silly things to tell you.
I think when I...
That has happened in the short time since we saw each other.
It hasn't been long. I have no idea how you guys keep getting into this stuff. I can't wait to hear any, I don't know, whispers or what says of you guys. Please remember, I can only do so much as a faction leader, but
Yep.
you guys are, I deem as allies, so I will do my best. But please don't get in too much trouble. I can only do so much.
Fair enough.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna try and get all this started. I luckily took a slight nap today, so I will work probably throughout the night for this.
Smart.
You guys all done in there?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I guess I've got to get back to work then.
I hope you enjoyed your break.
I'll tag back in now, don't worry.
Whenever we do take time to rest while we're in town, I will attune to the sword.
Okay.
Just by the way, I just want to throw it out there.
Okay.
I'll read one of my weird books too.
Oh goodness. All right.
Oh. I
We go. Yep.
no nothing.
He closed the page on accident. There we go. He's back.
No, it's not me. It's my mouse for some reason.
Oh.
Very rude.
Press a certain button, it like automatically presses what's it called? Last
Refresh?
page.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
last
the-
page.
It's the side button on your mouse. The
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Mine does that, yeah. The backwards
Yeah.
and forwards.
the top one goes forwards.
Yeah, that's weird.
Should we seek out these faction members before we go? The Shadow Stalkers and the Astral Sage.
Yeah, yeah, we can see if they're functioning.
Yep. see which one would be more willing to give up their this treasure.
Maybe. Have a try.
Yeah, I agree.
Should we start with the Shadow Stalkers?
That's a good
And
idea.
what was the other one?
The
Astral Sages.
I mean, we're most familiar with the Shadow Stalkers.
Technically true, yeah. You've actually met her before.
Wasn't there also the dude that's in the cave?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the shade-bound guy.
He's
Yeah.
shade-bound. He's shade-bound. He's
Shadebound,
chill.
Shadebound. Okay, sorry.
He's
I'm-
Data's
Yeah.
friend too.
Yeah, I might go share a drink
Yeah.
with him before we get out of here.
Preferably a poisonous one.
Yep.
Goodness.
They always share the antidote. It's fine.
I've
Yeah.
got the antidote.
That's very true. Shalfel
Oh.
has figured out the antidote to that particular poison.
That's true.
Boogie.
Oh, you're amazing, Shelfel. Well done.
Useful knowledge is power.
So you're starting with the Shadow Stalkers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so they are in possession of Emberborough, which has. Okay, so we're asking them about the Celestial Scepter.
Okay, and they are located where in this place?
I don't know, Jonah. It's not him.
Oh,
That's
real?
Shadebound. Yeah, that's Shadebound Network.
oh,
that's
I
the cave.
always confuse the two.
Don't blame
Yeah,
you.
remember we got poison there.
Yeah, no, I remember. I thought those ones were the Shadow Stalkers. No, the Shadow Stalkers was the woman. I
Yep, yep.
remember now.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
As you guys are like walking out and talking about it, you would hear a voice from around this corner. Nope, back where you were.
Oh, back over here. Okay.
You'd hear a voice around the corner. Sam, you're looking for me?
Oh. Yes. It's a pleasure to see you again. We had a question.
Fire away.
This chick's just standing here like,
I was literally going over to ask her for directions. So we have been sent on a quest to locate an item that may or may not, or that is in Emberborough.
Interesting. And what item might this be?
A celestial scepter?
Well, that's surprising information for you to have. Might I ask how you came by it?
Are you willing to believe me when I say who gave this information to us?
Well, that depends on what you say.
A goddess?
That'll be interesting.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
there were many witnesses around.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I'm so good today.
Man, your persuasion is so
Just to tell the truth.
Yeah, unlike Day right now.
I would like to, surprisingly, Dadier does have a +4 to persuasion.
I know, yeah.
It is one of the 4 things he's proficient in. Hey,
You don't seem to be lying when you say it, so I have no reason to disbelieve you. I'm afraid there's not much I can do about it. Unless you tell me more about why you need it.
So I'm trying to decide how much I want to actually tell you.
Oh, this is.
I know it's
Understandable.
so there's a big bad thing happening down in Mist Harbor, which you. I mean,
Please tell me. At
Razzling
least
hadn't
you
heard
know
about
about
it.
it.
have you guys heard about? Please tell me you have. I'm with Jonah on this one.
Mist Harbor. No, can't say I have.
Not fucking politics, mother. Excuse me. I apologize. Basically, there's a large-scale charm that has gone over Mist Harbor because there's one person trying to become a god, and one of the leads were seeking to prevent it and get rid of this large-scale charm, which, by the way, does spread. Has us gathering the scepter to help us prevent this from happening. Oh god, I hate this.
You're doing great, Deities.
And what exactly do you need the scepter for?
A ritual.
Which implies there's very little chance we get it back, right?
Not necessarily.
Actually, yeah, not necessarily. Shalfel, you did the first ritual. Were you given the thing back, or did she keep it?
I don't remember, but I feel like they kept it. Or
What
was
was it?
that
It
on
was
my own
the-
memory?
It was the
It's just
map,
my
right?
own.
Yes.
She didn't necessarily. Well, she handed it back to you, and she said that will do. But that doesn't mean anything because you didn't actually do the first part of the ritual, if that makes sense. That was the first item you needed for it.
Gotcha. Alright, we have no idea.
And I'm afraid that we're going to have to decline that offer, as we are relying on that scepter currently.
May I ask what it actually is and what it does?
And why are
It
you
is-
using it for?
It is just a powerful artifact for. It is filled with very strong radiant energy. And there is a situation unfolding where we require precisely that. So I'm afraid there isn't much that we can do.
If we were able to complete this task, then things would definitely calm down, and we wouldn't be in so much pressure, but
Need radiant energy.
We had something with that. Radiant energy. Very radiant energy.
Assume whatever's going on is devil related then?
Oh, it's faction matters.
Again?
Gotcha. Okay.
would
I don't think I ever took my helmet off, right?
Oh yeah, I guess you just kind of walking around.
That's true. I mean, you never said you took it off.
No, technically it's still on, yeah.
It's been up this whole time.
Oh.
How are the vibes, I guess? What are the helmet vibes?
Surface thoughts. Surface thoughts.
Let me
Head-
double check.
Head empty.
Oh no.
Right.
Smooth brain.
Oh, it's not on this map. It's going to this map.
Uh-oh.
When she says that it is faction matters, her foot surface spots will turn to the elemental conclave.
Okay.
Elemental
Alright.
conclave and radiant energy.
Did we turn on telepathy? I don't think we did we?
No, we did not.
Womp.
Is oh gosh, okay. I hate faction conflict bullshit. Is there a way to resolve whatever that conflict is in any way? Without like mass murder.
Like we did last time. And the time before.
And the murdering.
Probably. However, currently at the moment, the scepter is the only thing keeping Ember Barrel safe.
Gotcha.
So,
Is it under attack of something? Would I remember if this was like the one that Vex Thorn is like trying to kick into? Like, is that a knowledge that we have? I can't remember.
no, that falls on this side. Ember Barrel is like all the way south on the other continent.
You're right. Okay.
You asked. It's not currently under attack. It's under threat of attack. And as long as that is the case, we're going to need protection.
Would there be something that we can swap it with? If it was of equivalent radiant power or greater?
I assume so, but we've never had to look into it since we have the scepter.
That makes sense.
So
Why would
you
you
would
look
have
when
to-
you have it?
Yeah. You would have to find something yourself.
Right.
Hey, Radiant.
So no luck.
Well, for now, this is good information to have about it. We had 0 a moment ago, so there's something.
True. Thank you for your assistance. We have one more lead to follow up on. Please let the rest of your faction know about the spreading thing. I know you and Razline don't get along. At least she doesn't get along with you, I guess. I don't know. Your shadow stalkers are strange sometimes.
Really? I had no idea the future leader despised me so.
Yes. Anyway, she does.
even
We
with
gave
you,
her more
Dieter.
information. What?
You're not the only one.
Oh, no, I'm not speaking.
Deities just got Razline in trouble.
Gosh dang it.
Please,
Merv.
for the love of God, spread the word among the factions. This is something that will spread, that has the potential to spread very rapidly.
It doesn't discriminate.
I will see what I can do.
Can I insight check her?
You may.
Is she telling me? Is she actually going to? Oh my god. 1, I needed it. 2,
Oh,
that's bullcrap.
She is not giving you anything to go off of, really.
Yeah,
She's
classic.
like definitely, almost purposefully vague.
Alright.
So you kind of just have to trust her at that point.
helmet better. Honesty, dishonesty.
Honestly dishonest.
Mm-hmm.
Although she's probably pretty equipped at dealing with that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Very minor
All right.
effect.
Well, we might be back to talk to you again if our other lead does not work out.
No. I suppose coming to me first is a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be around.
Yep. Would you mind giving us directions to the Astral Sages hiding place?
Yes, you'll want to just continue on this road directly south.
Perfect.
And then
All right.
down the ramp on the cliff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They should be hanging around there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Any of that seemed like real directions.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, just go this way, and yeah, that person that you've
Out of the
never,
city, down the city.
person you've never seen before will be right there. It'll be fine.
Down here. Right down here. Oh.
That's fun.
Thank you. Later.
Yeah, she's already gone.
She points and we're like, oh, Okay.
You guys just all like, looked down the street where she was pointing. By the time you looked back, she wasn't there.
Oh gosh.
Classic.
I wonder if the reason that they don't the word hasn't been spread. I wonder if the leadership already got. Ooh,
Don't
God, that's a
even-
worrying thought.
Yeah, don't even settle on that one. We'll just assume that it
We
hasn't
can-
spread that far.
I could
We
always
can't do anything about it either, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I could always use sending to Victor to ask him what his favorite song is.
That would be a waste of sending.
I agree.
If we had sending scrolls to burn, then I would be intrigued by that one. But I agree, it is a bit of a waste.
Oh. We should see if they have any to
Makes
purchase here in this town too.
It's already late. Should we go to the Radiant Templars now?
Astral Sages. Yes, we should.
Chase it down this way?
Jimbo's got a side quest going. So it's like, oh, you temple, huh?
You got it.
Oh boy.
The Radiant Templars all left, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same with the Iron
I
Fist,
don't
too.
know why. Maybe that's why they need radiant damage over there.
And as you guys head down here into the very vague area you were told about, just this kind of down the bottom of the cliff place, you only really see one person. It's just chilling on the edge of like this little bit of this little settlement here, and he's just kind of looking up into the sky, just looking up.
Just thinking astral things.
Yeah,
Yep.
just doing typical astral sage things.
That right there, definitely an Astral Sage. 100%.
I'll be curious if you're correct. But find it very comical if you're not.
Do you doubt me, Dove?
I'm only skeptical.
Light up.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings.
I don't suppose you are a member of the Astral Sages?
I am, indeed.
Called it.
Fair enough.
Are you the representative, or is the representative around?
I am the representative. I am Quinlan.
Pleasure to meet you, Quinlan.
And you too, I assume.
I'm Deities. These are my companions.
I'm going to give a nod to each of you. So, you know me, and you must have come looking for me. What can I do to help?
We have been sent on a quest to acquire an item that resides inside one of your territories. An illuminated crystal orb in the Haven of Celestial Insight.
You come with great knowledge, stranger.
Yes.
Might I ask for your purpose with the orb?
So we are to use it in a ritual that will help us gain information and hopefully an advantage on something terrible happening in Mist Harbor at this moment.
How so? You're going to have to be a little bit more specific.
Blah, 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 blah. Can I just
We
give him
can-
the same rundown that I gave the other one?
Briefing.
Yeah.
You can, yes. Okay.
Please.
Copy paste.
When I say that, you just have to say, I tell them the thing. I'm okay with that. As long as you've done it once. Times. I'm not going to keep repeating it. It just doesn't make sense for this NPC to know it, you know?
Right,
So,
right,
yeah.
right.
So he'll like be pondering. He'll be like rubbing his beard, just like kind of stroking it down. So, that is quite a predicament. And so you need our orb for this
Yeah.
ritual.
Yes.
Moon!
Well,
Hi, Moon!
I don't think
Is that
that's going
the
to work
Moony
currently.
Moonica?
Oh, not you two.
Thanks. 19
I'm
months? That's
afraid
whack,
the
dude.
arm is currently in use.
May we ask what it is used for and what it does?
It has many properties, but we mostly use it for its ability to. It's a sort of scrying. It's not quite as thorough, but it's very
Oh my
niche,
goodness.
and in what we use it
That's
for,
the
it
Moony
is quite-
Moonica.
it
How
is
are
very
you?
We are
How's the
currently
weather?
using it to study the ice flow to the north, since the Radiant Templars don't seem to be allowing us access. We're doing it our way.
Okay.
Templars seem to be in the way of a lot.
You would not
Uh,
be wrong with that assessment.
How do you use it if they withhold it?
No, they restrict our access to the ice flow.
No,
Oh,
that
We
makes
can use
sense.
the
Yeah, it's
orb to study the ice flow from a distance.
about that time for you.
What is the ice float?
Sucks that
Sorry,
it's one with
I'm
human.
not. I'm not knowledgeable about that.
Oh, it's the large expanse of
Because, like,
snowy and icy ground to the
let's
north.
see. It's,
We believe that there may be something hidden there. And we need to keep our eye on it and to stop the Radiant Templars from getting it
I'm doing
and
okay.
using it as a weapon.
A lot of schoolwork.
Do they not have better things to do with
a lot of extra work?
them, like not having many cities left?
I've been very busy.
You
But
would
I'm
think
okay.
so, but the team that they've sent there is. It's like a specialist team, so it
Definitely plan
won't
on
really
napping
matter if
myself
they're in
before
the
work
towns or
tonight.
not.
Hmm.
Also, if it does seem to be housing a power or a weapon, then they're definitely going to want it. Given the changes in their circumstances.
Excuse me.
Got a bunch of birthdays coming
you
up
said it was
soon,
just like
so
one
that's on my to-do
team
list.
preventing you from getting up there?
Yes, yes. I mean,
It
if
does
we
suck, for
move
real,
in
for
there and are
real.
discovered, then it will be considered a declaration of war, I guess, or at least a breach of a peace or something. They're very quick to jump on when a non-militant faction attempts to stand up against them.
Of course.
Okay. All right. We will keep that in mind as we
Yeah, no worries.
make our
Thanks so
decision
much for
about what the
hopping
hell
in.
we're about to do.
Absolutely. Also, just a thing, since you been
Well, I will
resubscribing,
be
I finally
here
made
observing the
emotes, so
stars.
there's a thing now.
Should you need to seek me out
But
again?
yes, let's catch up later. Sleep well. I'll see ya.
About to say something I regret, so no.
Biting the tongue.
All right.
Yippee! Oh my goodness! Yay!
So-
Yeah, those are the woods. I made
None
them
of them are
myself.
going to help. Somehow I'm not surprised.
Well-
So
I don't think it's necessarily that they won't help. It's that they are using the things that we need. It sounds like an errand thing where, if we got something better, then they could give up the other thing, and then that just means that we have more on our to-do list, and rabbit hole ensues.
yeah, but they are using it for something that is way less urgent and important than what we are on about. They just don't. I mean, the only real excuse they have here, they don't trust us. I mean, why would they? They don't know us. We could be lying. And none of us seems to know about what's happening in my city. So they just politely send us away.
I don't disagree with you necessarily.
We.
I mean, Raislin trusts us, but she can't do everything, so
Right.
it's either we give up on that idea or we take it by force, like we did with the book.
There's gotta be other routes. Our good deeds can cover our asses for only so long.
We. Alright. So, what's going through my head is that for the Celestial Scepter, we'd either make whatever conflict is threatening to happen not be threatening to happen, or get them a different holy or radiant relic, or for the orb, we need to convince the Radiant Templars that there's nothing in the ice floats for them.
Do we even have time to do all of that? I guess.
I don't know.
It's
Could we use the compass to seek out powerful radiant relic? Or maybe even just straight up seek out the two things we're after? Maybe there's other ones.
I mean,
You mean Iron's relic or the one
uh,
Elia's looking for?
No, the stuff for Ayun, the scepter and the orb. Maybe there's more than one of each of those in the world.
knowing where the relic is isn't a bad idea, though. But yes, true for the present time.
If we get to Iron's relic, doesn't matter because the factions already have them somewhere.
Well, what I'm saying is, what if there are ones not in possession of the faction? If there is a second orb or a second scepter that nobody's in possession of.
I think that's too vague of a description.
I'm relying on pure luck right here. I'm not going to lie.
I'm gonna try to use the Boon of Navigus on, I guess, second-hand scepter or another orb. that's
Scepter
like-
Part 2.
Yeah. Is there like
The only things that it'll point you in the directions of the two cities that you know about.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we shouldn't
Oh.
be too surprised by that.
And what about the loot that Elia's looking for?
That does not pop up.
Because she already has it.
Don't think about that.
So, who do we want to have to deal with? The Astral Sages and the Radiant Templars, or the Shadow Stalkers and the Elemental Enclave?
Both sound tedious.
Okay, I was going to say equally frustrating.
So the scepter, the Shadebounds, they are using it right now.
To ward off a threat is what she had said. Yes.
A threat of a conflict that will
Yes.
happen anyway because Chaos Seekers might still be active.
Correct.
And the other one, they are just using it for researches. I mean, the
Yes.
orb seems safer.
True.
Yeah, with the orb, we're just dealing with a team of Radiant Templars whom we would have to hopefully just talk with.
Oh.
And find a way to convince them there's nothing out there in those ice floats for them.
I doubt we will have much more chance with them than when we did with this. I'm just gonna look at the old man staring at the star. This fellow.
If we do help the Shadow Stalkers, we do already have some rapport. Is that the word? Rapport? Whatever.
Rapport, yeah.
Yeah, rapport with the Elemental Enclave, because we have helped them in the past.
In any case, I think we're gonna have to steal them.
I would love it if we stopped stealing things, but at the same time,
Wish it wasn't always the easier option.
I mean, but the Shadebond representative, she did talk about maybe there was a favor we could do for her in exchange of the scepter. But I don't feel like we are going to resolve any conflict with, well, the position we are in.
It depends on whatever the conflict is.
I mean, it's always the same. They want to control over a certain artifact, magical artifact, and none of them wants to give up an inch. So
that is certainly the running situation wherever we go. But again, that is politics, I guess.
Fucking politics.
And the two of you, Deity and Dove, can't you just get, I don't know, some of your friends in the Iron Fist and just make a team so we can make another heist? Or just try the diplomatic solution too. Just tell them that it's important.
I mean,
I think. Go ahead.
no, I've definitely been in the position of having to speak diplomacy in multiple times, so I'm not against trying that, of course. Because so many Iron Fists were just called for guarding the aquarium, it'll be a little difficult, but
yeah, we're definitely not going to need their help.
Yeah, we might be the only two, to be honest, that aren't answering that call. If we go, we might get stuck there because they'll think that we're there for them. But I'm not against trying diplomacy. I'm not terrible at it. So I'm willing to try, for sure.
I am with Dove on this one. I think we should talk to them first and see if we just quickly resolve whatever their troubles are and get the thing.
If it's about pride, then maybe we can find a way around it. If it's about land, then we can find a middle, or, this isn't the first time that we've had to be a part of these conversations, so yeah, we can try that.
Sure, we can try that.
So, which one do we want to go after? or do we need a metaphorical week to think about it?
I'll say go for the orb first. Seems easier.
That's what I was thinking.
All right.
But the thing is that we need to travel a bit. The scepter seems... Where's the scepter currently held, she said?
Ember Barrow.
Bezier Curves? What?
Oh, on the other side of the world.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
So,
And Razleen did say she'd help us teleport at least once, so we'll be able to get pretty close to our location, our first location, no matter what.
Yeah. She just, I think, said that she needed some time, so it makes sense why she was offering a place to stay for the night. These tasks are eating into the days, and that's frustrating. Oh, well, that sounds fun.
Subclass.
Hmm?
Give me task as a subclass of task.
No kidding.
Microtasks.
All right. Well, in that case, we should. Well, probably let him know that we want to help. And then get some rest, I assume.
Yep, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point Rosalind will probably show up at some point with the information or in the morning, so.
Mm-hmm.
Call it the morning while 10 minutes left.
Mr. Quinlan.
Yes. You've
We-
made a decision.
Yes, we desire to help you with your faction's issue.
Wonderful. And how do you propose to do that?
At the moment, we've already talked to Razlin, who is going to let us use the teleporter. We intend to head towards the place. God, it has such a long name, the Haven. I was going to call it the Haven. And hopefully be able to talk to both your the people local to the issue, and the Radiant Templars who are being complete asshats.
He's gonna kind of do like an appraising gaze over the group. Diplomacy. That is unexpected from you.
Why?
I mean, I can beat them up too if I need to.
Words first, fists
That's
later.
why. She's a Dodia. That's why.
Yes, well,
whoa,
this
we
option's
can
still on the
beat 'em up.
table.
Yeah.
We
It's
want
just
to talk to them first.
see if there's a passive way to figure this out, and we'll go from there.
Well, I will let the mayor of Haven know that you're coming. Though, if it's a teleport you seek, you'll have to teleport to Echo Mage and get a boat across.
All right,
Echo Mage,
we can work with that.
and then a boat. We should
I'm good on boats.
invest in a boat soon.
Yeah, it'd be bad to have. We can keep Alabaster.
Yeah.
We can't even keep a horse.
Well, I blame us
We-
not having a boat.
We'd have to be able to like shrink it down and carry it with us.
I'm sure we could find a
Maybe
way to
horse.
study something to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, boats are expensive.
Or what if we find something that can fly with all of us in it?
Flying boat?
Like a flying boat, yeah.
A flying forge boat.
Oh.
Wait. Where's my blueprint at? Add wings.
It's a good idea until Malakar manages to conquer the entire continent.
Oh, there's that too.
Let's hope for
All right.
that not happening.
Oh.
Hey, no!
Bad Malachar. Bad.
Get out of here.
Listen, this is the only guy that you guys have even heard of, apart from Lorendor, who seems to be able to create constructs. Alright.
Yeah, true.
They're not soul fueled warforged, but it's not like anybody else is pulling off the feet recently.
One other
Armor?
kid did everything.
Imagine.
He drew a picture and Malachar was like, sure, buddy.
Yeah, you
I'll
got
make
it."
it for you.
Seems legit.
Most parents put it on the fridge. Malachar makes it real. It's fine. You know, it's fine.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's the one who's after. I wonder if he has possession of that book thing. The ancient tome of the Warforged making.
Yeah, the one that you were told at the very, very beginning.
Yes.
Like section 1 lore being brought up now. The Warforged Codex.
Roro.
13-month-old lore.
The best canon.
That's whack.
Alright. So, you guys resting up for the rest of the night now?
Stop it, I'm so sorry.
I go
Teleport
by-
in the morning?
Can I go buy a shield?
Sure.
I'll definitely have to follow where everyone goes,
Mhm.
and then do my usual station in the hallway.
Oh.
Alright.
I think I'll also be staring at the star tonight.
Just gonna stand next to Quinlan all night.
Oh no, not that guy. No.
You can do it on the balcony.
Yep.
Alright. Well, Dadia, go ahead and take 20 gold off for a shield.
Okay. Just a plain old shield, right?
Yep.
So, cool. All right.
Okay.
Yay! +2 AC. As long as I'm using it.
Well done.
Hey. Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking about it. I was like, the Sword of Fathoms can be used as a long sword.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab a shield. Alright, I'm now marginally harder to hit.
I was playing with a rubber band and it snapped on my leg.
Okay, well, if you guys are going to go rest up, we will officially end the session there.
Hmm?
And yeah,
Alright.
start
What's that
it and
face
you
for?
guys wake up
Silly.
the next day. And since technically you guys are resting, boom.
Jeez Louise. How long has that been sitting in your pocket?
Oh lord.
Like
Okay.
an hour ago.
This,
Oh, we can keep count.
I will admit this is my fault.
Yeah.
What?
Argo said to them next day, that you need a map that's just number of days remain.
Oh my gosh.
So
What
I was
the
like, I can do that in like 5 seconds. I can just put
Yeah.
it together. And I was like, if you
That's it,
guys
yeah.
rest at any point, I just need to drop this on this. I could just leave it on this and start. Then after
Oh.
There you go.
we are.
Yeah. He says LMAO you want, and I said just random RJ thought, execute at your own discretion. So
So here you go. 7 days remaining.
oh no.
Oh, that's okay. I was counting in my head either way, so
Yeah,
I was
same.
definitely keeping count.
Oh,
That
Reluctantly.
means I have maybe 5 sessions before my new character.
No.
Oh no.
I have to think about it.
Illegal.
you guys have been doing roughly a day per session so far because it's been 3 sessions since. We're only on 7 days left.
We are
But there
jam
is
packing
gonna
the
be-
days.
But there is going to be like you can teleport to Echo Mage, but a day's going to pass while you're on the boat,
Oh.
and then you've actually got to do the stuff that you're going to do there, and then that might involve doing other stuff. So that's going to be time, and then just coming back on the boat, which is another day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to come back on the boat. We can just go to Merlin again.
Oh yeah, you could have put some melon for that one. If
He's gonna be so.
Like, hey,
annoyed.
buddy.
Oh.
Oh, that's okay.
All right.
on that point, Postal.
Huh?
So only the cities have teleportation circles. The towns don't.
Okay.
Haven is a town that you're going to.
My condolences. Sorry, that snuck on the screen. Okay. I couldn't remember about that because I didn't even know if it was like a town.
Yeah, they're just little towns. These ones.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, they don't have teleportation circles. That's why it ended up being kind of funny that it was like Ember Barrow and Haven were just 2 that you couldn't teleport to.
Right. That makes
Bro.
sense.
And I remember looking at the map too, and Imberbar was like really far from anything.
Yeah, like on the other continent, it's right on the edge.
Right.
That
Oh.
makes sense.
That's why it was like, if you guys were going to be in Mist Harbor, it was fine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You had
We
that,
fucked that up.
like,
Oh.
well, yeah.
Yeah, we fucked that up.
It could have been maybe worse.
Maybe worse.
I mean, the automatons could have killed us.
True.
So could
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
no people. Because she
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
alone.
Oh, she wasn't.
She wasn't alone, but none of the others were needed, so I left them out of it. Because then it probably would have escalated if there were just more of them.
Right.
But if she'd ended up having to fight you, like she was nearly about to, then the others would have all made an appearance.
If we started a fight, how long would we have to fight them before the contract showed up?
That would probably depend on how folks you go.
Gotcha. Fair.
Like,
Did we have a chance of winning? Yeah.
technically,
She had, she had 4th level spells.
so head to head, no, you
May have
guys
been worse. How bad
immediately
did you
die.
sting yourself?
Yeah.
You
Hurt.
did have the secret weapon.
Hurt.
We did Neriel.
You had
Muriel.
Muriel.
Thing, yeah, we had Muriel.
We could have just walked
Oh,
forward
I
and been
knew
like,
it.
now just
Friggin' just-
let loose.
Yeah, like if you could somehow like arm Muriel ahead of time, then like boom. So as soon as you're out of range, then they're
Nuke
all in
'em.
the anti-magic zone, and you just wail at them from a distance. You would have been able to, even odds a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It still would have been tough, but you'd have held out a lot easier. But yeah, no, head-to-head fight, you lose.
Man, I'm really
So-
curious
Last
who it actually was.
I rolled test damage when I was making their sheet. I will say one of their abilities, they can't do it super often, but they can do it often enough. And where is it? 37 damage.
Bruh. Okay. On that note, it's about 6. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. The latest I'll be streaming again is Tuesday with RJ and Nova. If you guys haven't yet, you're welcome to jump into the Discord. We do a bunch of fun stuff like that. We're about to binge watch a series again soon. And then from there, I might try and do something this weekend, but I'm quite busy. So either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out and for vibing with us. I would, as they run through, you know it. I did make some emotes. If you are subbed, you are able to access them. So it's pretty cool. I'm trying to work in the way of if you are subbed, then you can also use it on the Discord. Learning curve, as it goes. But yes, either way, I do go take a nap before I go to work. I haven't slept enough. Or in my sleep. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.